Hello. Well, that sure is a start to a stream. Hi, hello, good evening. I hope you're all doing well. Yeah. Oh my god, that's loud. Yeah, that sure is a start to a stream. Isn't that fun? Jesus Christ. Hi. Yeah, I'm good. I think I just accidentally swallowed some spit or something. Wow. Yeah, actually, my body always decides it's time to die right when I'm about to do something. Especially like I ate earlier, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm getting a bit of a tummy ache. But it's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine. And like the second I click on start streaming, my stomach is like, hello. So we're gonna see how that goes. But yeah, here we are. Hello. Good evening. We are back. I hate it. Every time I start a new game and I say I'm back, I'm like, well, I'm not actually back because it's the first time we're streaming this specific game, but whatever. We're here with a new game. A new game that actually, when you start it for the first time, immediately puts you into like the starting cutscene, which I did not approve because I want to get to the settings before I get booted into a game. So I just killed the game itself. And then when I started again, I got this funky menu, which is nice, which definitely has some good music going for it, for sure. I can already feel the vibe here. There's a new Nua with every game. Yeah, no Nua is ever the same. Nah. But I hope the sound is okay like this. I could turn it up more, but I feel like it would be too loud if I do. I mean, I have no idea if there's going to be this kind of music the entire time. I don't think there is. Also, there's this grainy filter going on with the game the entire time. You can turn it off though. I saw earlier already. There's somewhere here. It's like this past processing, whatever. We can turn that off. So I want to see if my eyes are fine with it, because frankly, it's a little annoying. Like having the entire screen go the entire time. We'll see. We'll see. This game is extremely new in the sense that it literally only came out last month. So going against any and all principles I usually have of waiting around. I did buy it on sale, but like waiting around and not buying new games, playing games off of my backlog. Here we are with a game that was pretty much just, well, it wasn't shadow dropped. I got like an email from Square Enix every single day for the full week until release that was like, hi, this new game is coming out. Hi, this new game is coming out. It's a mystery horror thing. Hi. Like every single day it would be a slightly different email detailing some more stuff about the game, but I still don't know any of the details aside from spooky. Because I do not want to know details about the game. That's why I play them for. I want to, you know. It's like every other. Yeah. I'm doing okay though. I haven't bought that much new stuff, I think. I can immediately think of at least 2 other games that I bought that only came out this year. Never mind. You know what? I will shut up. I will shut up, and what I will do is I will start the game, because there are settings for the voices, so I'm assuming there is voice acting to an extent, but not everything is apparently voice acted. So I'm gonna have to Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna have to say a lot of stuff. This is what it originally starts as. Like, it immediately throws you into this screen. I'm like, nope, nope, give me the options menu. Options menu first, then we do everything else. Ah, you're here. Welcome, welcome. Oh man, my cursor's on the screen the entire time? I don't like it. I've been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the storyteller. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I shall be your guide going forward. Now then, before we begin our story, there are several things I must bring to your attention. First, this game uses autosave. Ah, okay. Alright. The game will automatically save at regular intervals, so you may stop playing at any time. Saving is a very important element of games. It is the only way to keep your memories in place. If you do not wish to rely on autosave alone, you can also save manually via the menu. Next, please look at the upper right of the screen. That is the menu button. Ah, yes! You mean the thing that's hidden by my chat? And also the fact that this uses Xbox controls? So what button is that for me? Aha! Ugh. I see. Alright, I will... How many are there? 5 slots! That's not a lot. What do you mean 5 slots? Who the fuck makes a visual novel with only 5 save slots? Excuse me? I've played Otome games that had 99 save slots before. And at most you would need maybe 20 if you literally save for every single bad ending. Oh, can you go left or right? No. I can only go up, down. Damn, 5 save slots. Alright. From here you can check the text log, view useful files, and switch auto mode on and off. You can also adjust the brightness, volume, and the settings. I mean, yeah, I did that already, thank you. For instance, if there's a voice you would prefer not to hear, you can mute it by setting the voice volume to... Ah, fuck. Yeah. That's gonna be a plot important thing, right? It's like, oh, haha, you wanna get out of this? Set newer voice volume to 0. Aww. I'm already at -3, actually. I suggest you check the brightness controls and other settings now before going on. I did that before I started because I do not like jumping into games before going into the options menu, as I've repeatedly said. Cheat the system and bring you back above your saves. I mean, if we don't need that many file saves, okay, whatever. But still, 5 feels a little too little. Well, it's updated. Oh, okay. How do I open it? Aha, controls. Use cursor. Excuse me. Auto on off. Okay, zoom out, zoom in, move cursor, select object. Menu, cancel, confirm. Oh, we do not need that button. Oh, okay. Cool. Thanks. I will explain other essential functions when the time is right. Ah, there's one more thing I wish to confirm before we continue. It will feel strange to go on without knowing your name. Please tell me what I may call you. Don't curse me. Ah! Why are you using my Steam name? Why do you even ask me if you're just going to use my Steam name? Could you maybe not? How rude of me. Please pardon my mistake. I was sure that's what you said, but it seems I was wrong. What came over me? Do you wish to be called Nua? Yes, actually. I would like it if the characters did not call me by Nua Funky Sign, Star. I see, very good. I seem to have gotten it right this time. Yeah, you think you can cheat me? Alright, now that we've been properly introduced, let us begin our story. From antiquity to present day, regardless of how society and the civilization evolved, Death has been a constant presence that none have ever escaped. Whether it is one's own or that of someone else, death is always a difficult thing to accept. This is an immutable reality, a value shared by all, no matter the age in which they live. In fact, oral traditions reflecting people's fears and prayers regarding death still remain, ghosts, spirits, and so on. Similarly, in an attempt to defy death, many curses, rituals, and customs have been born, from burning spirit incense to summoning the souls of the dead. Some of those secret arts are still being passed down to this day. On that note, Noon, this may seem rather abrupt, but is there someone you wish to bring back from the dead? What if you had one chance to use the secret art of resurrecting the dead? Yes, if you had the power to bring someone back to life one time and one time only. I'd use it even if I had to sacrifice myself. I'd use it even if I had to sacrifice someone. I'd use it if it came at no cost. I wouldn't want to let someone else have it. Ugh. That's a hard question for a Wednesday evening. There is no way it would ever come at no cost. I see. Very interesting. Yes, that is what I thought you would say. What seems to be the matter? You want to know what this box that has been sitting here is? It's quite a curious thing, isn't it? This is called a color television. The world I will be sending you to is full of devices such as this that do not exist in the age you are from. But what do you mean? I know color television! In this era, color television can be found in nearly every household. That is not all. For example, if a person should wish to contact someone while they are out of their home, they use public telephones like this that can be found all over the city. Can you imagine what life would be like in such a time? I'd be thrilled to have you continue the story, Noor. After all, that is why you came here, no? So let us begin. I have kept you waiting long enough. I present to you PARANORMASIGHT, a bizarre tale surrounding the curse known as the Rite of Resurrection. A peculiar yarn ensnaring 9 men and women in a fierce fight for their lives as it unravels. Some of the characters appearing within surely share your views on the Rite of Resurrection. I imagine those who have lost someone dear to them will feel particularly strongly about it, clinging to it as their last desperate hope. The first I shall introduce, a man named Shiro Akashio, is one of them. Shiro Akashio, office worker. Shogo is an unremarkable young man entering his 3rd year of working in the planning department at Hihaku Soaps, a chemicals company headquartered in Sumida. Born in Western Tokyo to an ordinary family around the same time as the birth of color TV, he grew up amidst the boom of special effects-heavy action films, anime, variety shows, professional baseball, and pop music. Shogo graduated from a famous private university in Tokyo and has since settled into an apolitical mindset, common among those of his generation, with no strong ideals and no particular dissatisfaction with the world as it develops around him. He's content to just go with the flow, having stumbled into his current position by pure chance, and it is safe to assume he will follow the stereotypical path of working his way up the ladder, starting a family, and remaining at the same company until retirement. He plays folk guitar as a hobby and is currently looking for a girlfriend. Alright, good for him! Yes, the storyteller guides those who visit PARANORMASIGHT. Everything else about him remains a mystery. I see. Thank you. Breaking news! Oh, I wonder what it could be at such a time. Early this morning, the body of a drowned man was discovered at a park in Sumida City. Police have identified the body as Shiro Akashio, a 25-year-old man who worked at a company in the area. As signs of a struggle were found, the Sumida's police suspect foul play and have launched an investigation. Excuse me, please pay no mind to what you've just seen. Goodness, you very nearly saw something that would have spoiled the story. Just pretend you did not see that. Let's turn back time back a smidge and start again from there. Do you understand? You saw nothing. You know nothing. This story is a work of fiction. All locations, characters, organizations, legends, etc. that appear in this game have no relation to reality. Alright then. Exposition jump scare. You saw nothing. Shogo. Shogo, are you alright? Hey, can you hear me? Huh? Hey, that's not a proper answer. Earth to Shogo, okay? What do you think you're doing falling asleep here? You gave me quite a shock. Come on now, up with you, up. Okay, and... There. How's that, alright? Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors off balance? I'm fine, I think. What the fuck is it? What do you mean, my humor is off balance? There's definitely nothing wrong with my humors, though my head's still a little fuzzy. Yes, Square Enix, and yes, we're actually allowed to stream this because I looked it up. I looked at every single site and thingy that covered the game and every single official site of the game that could have mentioned whether we're, once again, not allowed to stream this game. So yes. Yes, we are, apparently. Office worker, Shogo Kid. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good. Turn your head around a little bit to see if you can walk alright. Thank you for the pat. When the game is in your control, drag the screen or move the right stick to look around. Try looking around your surroundings now. Ooh. 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 Man's got the neck of an owl, apparently, because... Don't do that! And good. You seem to be fine. What a relief. Girl, do not... do you remember anything like where we are or what we were doing? Oh no, you look so confused. You're messing with me, right? Stop it. You're scaring me. Alright, let's just come down. Take a good look around you, okay? Look around, select things you want to investigate. You can converse with people by selecting their faces. Don't ever fucking do that again. Jesus Christ. That's Yoko Fukunaga. Good. At least I can remember that much. I first met her about a month ago. She's 23, works as a housekeeper, and is really into the occult. If I think hard, I can probably recall a little more about what's going on. We've only met a few times, but we've really hit it off. She's a lot of fun to be around. I have no idea how she feels, though. I get the sense she isn't thinking about me that way right now. But enough that I think for bubbly girls who are into dark things like the occult. Paranormal fanatic, Yoko Fukunaga. Person of interest updated. She's staring into our soul, yeah. Housekeeper. After obtaining a junior college degree, Yoko started working as a housekeeper. Due to her ability to see things others cannot, she has received strange looks from a young age. This ability spurred on interest in the paranormal, which she continues to pursue to this day. Following graduation, Yoko worked a desk job at a trading company, but butted heads with her supervisor, who was skeptical of the supernatural and quit within a year. Now, while working as a housekeeper, she spends her days devouring mystery magazines and visiting haunted spots. As she vowed to live life true to herself and never change for the sake of others, Yoko has no regrets about the path she has taken. Yoko has a dog, a Shiba Inu named Ogobogo, who has been by her side since she was a student. Alright, good for you. I don't think it has dating elements, no. Okay, please don't fucking do that again. I will literally... I will be very mad. Okay, what do I do? Where are we? Alright, this is Sumida City, Tokyo. We're at Kinshibori Park near Kinshicho Station. Yuko brought me here saying she needed my help with something important. It's just past midnight. That explains why there's nobody else around. Oh my god, 123. I'm not reading all that. Okay. What about the telephone booth? These telephone booths are all over town. The lights are always on so they can be used in an emergency. I don't like telephone booths in horror games. I'll tell you that much. Alright. That was close. If we died before we got our hands on a rite of resurrection, everything would be over before it started. Fucking what now? Okay. What's this? Let me think. What can I remember? Okay, her name is Yoko Fukunaga. We met about a month ago. What's the deal with this park? Oh! It was around noon on one of my days off. I just finished running some errands in Kinshicho and was here taking a quick break. Just looking around absentmindedly. When I noticed this girl loitering about. She was digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seemed to be enjoying herself, talking to the animal figures and patting them on their heads. My curiosity got the better of me before long, and I struck up a conversation. Hey, are you looking for something? Sorry, I must look like a total weirdo. Yeah, I guess you could say I'm looking for something. If you want, I could give you a hand. Really? I mean, that would be a huge help, but... What? Are you really just a good Samaritan, or are you after, you know, something else? Huh? I'm just here to help. Oh wow, my hero. People like you really do exist. I think I might cry. Girl, what? Okay, I guess I'll let you help me. Be warned, you might regret what you've gotten yourself into. God damn, that is loud. No worries, what are you looking for anyway? Did you lose a bracelet or something? Not exactly, I'm searching for one of the 7 mysteries. Supposedly this is the location of the Whispering Canal. The what? Now I've done it, I bet you think I'm some kind of lunatic. The 7 mysteries of Honjo, do you know anything about it? I figured everyone around here would have at least heard of it, but I guess not. Yeah, no, I'm not native to the area, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yeah, I think... What was it? Character design-wise, I think the... Wait. I think it was someone who worked on The World Ends With You who is involved here for the character design. I don't know. I think I read that somewhere. I could be wrong though. Honjo is what the southern part of Sumida is called. A long time ago, this part of Tokyo was split into 2 separate cities. The north part was Mukujima and the south part was Honjo. Huh. Am I boring you? Well, I'm not a local or anything, I just work around here. Oh, then no wonder you didn't know. Well, the 7 mysteries of Honjo is a legend dating all the way back to the Edo period. Really? It's that old? It's like over 200 years ago. Oh, get your attention after all. I just assumed it was one of those fake stories made up to chase the occult craze. I don't blame you. A lot of the popular stories going around are pretty fishy. But the 7 mysteries of Honjo are different because they're all true. They're true. That's what I said. They're the real deal. So, hold on. What does that mean? You telling me there's actually paranormal stuff at work in this park? Yep, pretty much. But there's got to be more to it. After all I've done, I still haven't found a thing. That was the first time I met Yoko Fukunaga. Okay, good for you. We exchanged contact information and we've talked on the phone a few times since. We've even met in person once or twice. But she never brought up the 7 mysteries of Honjo again. I figured she'd gotten bored of it. Until today, when all of a sudden she decided to resume her search. Huh? Wait a second, where did Yoko go? Probably somewhere behind me, because now if I'm gonna fucking turn around, she's gonna be like booga booga. Oh, the playground. It's an interesting looking playground. I bet it's crawling with kids during the daytime, but it's kind of peaceful here at night. Alright. Yoko? Yoko? Oh, there she is. My bad. Here she is. Expect her digging up holes in the sandbox and searching around the playground. She seems to be enjoying herself, talking to the animal figures and patting them on their heads. No animal needs that much petting. Oh, shut the fuck up. Still at it. What else do I do? It's right, she asked me to come here to help her look for one of the 7 mysteries. Actually, I think I did some research into the 7 mysteries of Honjo. I can't remember all too well, I should check my files. Oh, you want me to read them, huh? Oh, well, alright. Honjo became known as a hotspot for strange happenings during the Edo period. A number of these stories have survived to this day and become known as the 7 mysteries of Honjo. While many of these were likely the result of people blaming things they didn't understand on spirits or monsters, the stories continue to be told as urban legends. Despite what the name would imply, there are actually more than 10 of these strange tales. Their roots likely come from stories told by the city's common folk. The most famous of the stories is the Whispering Canal, which eventually became the basis for both an idiom and a well-known rakugo story. The most famous of the 7 mysteries, the Whispering Canal, the Fool's Possession, the Beckoning Light, the Haunting Clappers, the Evergreen Beach, the Taiko of Tsugaru, the Foot Washing Mansion, the One-Sided Reed, and the Ever-Burning Lantern. Okay. The Whispering Canal, an enduring superstition, formerly known as Kinshibori, many fishermen once gathered on this section of the canal that ran through Honjo. As the days came to a close and the fishermen gathered up their catches, a terrifying voice would rise up from the canal whispering, "Leave it behind, leave it behind." Those who ignored the voice found themselves unable to move and their previously full baskets of fish emptied. They would then be dragged into the canal. There's already a typo! Square Enix! They would then be dragged into the canal, never to return. The strange phenomenon continued to occur, and the people began to call this body of water the Whispering Canal. Alright. Fool's Possession. A mysterious tale regaling an encounter had by a daimyo at his residence in Honjo's Ushijima, now Komagata High School. When walking around his estate, he heard the sound of music, much like that of a kagura performance. He commanded his people to find the source, but no matter how much they searched, the music would fade when one neared the Barigesui Canal. The source of the sound was never located. This story is also known as the possession of the Tanuki, as many were of the belief that it must have been these mischievous tricksters behind it all. Beckoning Light. While walking along the road near Hoenji at night, one might spot a hazy lantern right up ahead despite there being no one around. Following it will cause it to go out suddenly when getting near, but just when one fears the darkness might swallow them up, another light will appear further ahead, as if guiding the one who sees it. Some say the flame is benevolent, leading people to their homes, while others believe it a monster leading people astray. Some even believe it's the vengeful spirit of someone that died, luring the lost to the land of the dead. Okay. The Haunting Clappers, as the evening bell rings in Iriecho, near present-day Shumoku Bridge, a night watchman patrols the dark streets and announces his presence by shouting warnings about fires, all the while striking his wooden clappers. But tonight the sound of another set of clappers answers back. He curiously claps his clappers together again. Clap, clap. The echo answers again, but no matter how hard he searches for the source of his second pair of clappers, he never finds it. Some say it was the work of a mischievous tanuki or kitsune, while others say it was a warning from the spirit of someone who lost their life in a terrible fire. Evergreen Beach. Once upon a time in North Okurabashi, a beautiful beech tree stood in the garden of Lord Shinnen's residence, now known as the former Yasuda Gardens. It was so impressive that the house became known among the people as the beach residence. Somehow, no one had ever seen a single leaf fall from the tree. As rumors spread of the eternally green tree, it became known as the Evergreen Beach. However, this particular species of tree was actually an evergreen, so the lack of fallen leaves was nothing out of the ordinary. This has led people to say that the strangest part of this legend is the fact that it even became a legend at all. Good evening! The Taiko of Tsugaru. You're just in time for Challenge Playground's satanic ritual. Fuck yeah! There once was a daimyo from the Hirozaki domain in Tsugaru who built a residence in Midoricho on a large piece of land. On this estate was an almost 8-meter tall tower that served as a lookout for fires. Only a designated firefighter was allowed to use a large drum that resided atop the tower in the event of a fire. While most towers used wooden blocks to sound the fire alarm, for some reason this residence was permitted to use drums. The residence and its special privileges led to much speculation and gossip among the townsfolk. Okay. Foot Washing Mansion. This is the story of something that occurred in the dead of night in a residence in Mikasacho, modern-day South Barigesui Street in Kamizawa. A foul-smelling wind rattled the house. Suddenly a giant foot, drenched in blood, smashed to the ceiling. Wash, it commanded. After the servants carefully washed the foot, it returned from whence it came, fixing the roof it had broken. A man who had been visited by the Foot every night asked a friend to trade houses with him. That night, the Foot stopped appearing. Bro, what? How would a Foot fix the ceiling that it smashed? Alright. December New Year's, maybe. The one-sided read. There was once an infamous rogue by the name of Tomizo who fell for a woman named Okuma. Tomizo persistently chased after Okuma, attempting to win her heart over and over again. But she rejected his advances each time. Enraged by her indifference to him, Tomizo brought a dagger to a canal near Ryogoku Bridge and attacked Okuma. He cut the arm and leg off one side of her body, then threw them into the canal. Ever since then, the reeds growing along the canal have only sprouted leaves on one side. What the fuck? But the news is a non-binary being on the loose. You could say a queer as a foot. The ever-burning lantern. On a bone-chilling winter's night, one may happen upon a soba cart along the canal known as South Barigizu. I am probably pronouncing half these places wrong. Why not both, right? But there's something strange about this cart. No matter when one might visit, its owner is nowhere to be found, yet the lantern that hangs from it stays perpetually lit, burning brightly even with no oil to fuel it. Should one attempt to put out the flame, it immediately rolls back to life. However, there's also the tale of the never-burning lantern, another telling of the story in which the soba cart's lantern always remains dark, refusing to be lit. Ooh, wow! The region is not a part of modern Sumida City. It consisted mostly of swamplands until the middle of the Edo period. While it wasn't originally considered part of the city of Edo itself, the area on the eastern side of the Sumida River began to be developed once the Ryogoku Bridge was built after the Great Fire of Meideki. The Honjo is known for its large number of rivers and canals. Many of these were dug during the area's urbanization for drainage and sewage. The Ryogoku Bridge area, home to the Eiko Temple, eventually became filled with both people and shops. If the magistrate was assigned to the area and shops continued to pop up, it soon became a part of Edo proper, as its reputation as a lively place spread. Honjo, along with other areas like Asakusa and Fukukawa, are still appreciated today for their old-fashioned feel and architecture. I guess we're gonna read every single file then, if it's important to the story to actually read them. Just popping you real quick before work meeting. Aw, thank you. I'm doing well. I hope you are as well. That's a lot of wells. Well, what we have here? Occult craze, paranormal phenomena, the supernatural, aliens, cryptids, lost civilizations, ESP, the list goes on. Such unexplainable phenomena are quick to take on a life of their own. A plesiosaur named Nessie living in Loch Ness, sightings of mythical creatures like Tsuchinoko or Hibakon, the urban legend of the Kuchisake Onna, television reports of spoon-bending physics, psychics, my bad, documentaries which feature mediums and spirit photography. These are only a few examples of stories that have captivated the public. There's no end to this obsession inside with magazines on paranormal phenomena and enjoying widespread publication. Most recently, rumors of an ancient ritual known as the Rite of Resurrection have been spreading in certain circles. Telephone booth that I do not enjoy in horror games. Small booth containing a public telephone, most often found in parks or along roads. Local telephone calls can be placed at a rate of 10 yen per 3 minutes. 10 yen? For 3 minutes? That's cheap, right? That's cheap. More recently, telephone booths capable of accepting prepaid cards known as a telephone cards.
Square Enix, I'm coming for your proofreader.
Have begun to spread, enabling one to make a phone call without the need for small change. The telephone booths in the downtown area tend to be plastered with unauthorized advertisements and leaflets, a problem that has shown no signs of slowing down. This is a Square Enix game. I think Square Enix has enough money to hire a fucking proofreader before they bring out their game. I'll tell you that. Alright. Okay, I read stuff. Can I recall it now? I'm expecting too much? Oh, sorry for expecting something from a group from a company this big. I think I did some research into the 7 mysteries of Honjo. I can't remember all too well. I should check my files. What the fuck do you mean? I checked the files. to Yoko. The Whispering Canal, one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, is around here somewhere. It's apparently the story that the expression left that the canal originally comes from. I think I left myself a note about it. I should check my files. I checked your fucking files, brother! I just read them all! What do you mean? Whispering Canal. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. What's your problem? I appreciate that the gameplay guide is just a part of it all as well. How many files are there? Oh, you know what? That's not even too bad. Ah! Oh wait, she's coming back this way. Haha! Hey, what was that just now? Hmm? Didn't you hear that? No. No, I didn't hear anything. You sure didn't just imagine it? Maybe I did. But your special talent, you should have been able to hear it. Pay close attention for me, okay? My special talent? What are you talking about? Huh? I mean your spirit sense. You look like you can handle your liquor. Huh? I have no idea what drinking has to do with it, but I don't think so. Well, you must. I mean, you can see me, right? Huh? Huh? Sogokie, 1 AM. Kinshibori Park. She gonna get you killed? Wait, you're kidding, right? About what? I mean, just now? It kind of sounded like you were saying that only people with spirit sense can see you. Of course that was a joke, duh. You don't really think I'm some kind of evil spirit, do you? But yeah. I remember what I said about your spirit. There's a guy in the back. 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 Who the fuck else is out at 1 AM? Please. I remember what I said about your spirit sense being strong. I bet you cut down a whole gimlet and won't go. Seriously, what does drinking have to do with me? That's the real reason I asked you to help me with the 7 mysteries of Honjo business. Okay, let me just clarify something. Are you saying you can actually see paranormal stuff? Sure, I could handle a solid Moscow mule. Why are you measuring this in terms of cocktails? Not a believer, huh? Well, some other. But you have to have seen some weird stuff over the years, right? Weird stuff? Yeah, like things you could see but could never understand. You can't be serious. There's a guy behind you. If I turn around right now, I'm gonna fucking scream. Please, 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 please. Do not be a jump scare, do not be a jump scare, do not be a jump scare, do not be. I don't like it. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? I know I just saw a guy. Oh, game. Oh, game, don't do that. Okay, about spirit sense. I've seen ghost photos in magazines before, but are you telling me they really exist? You bet they do, but you can only recognize them if you really believe in them, so be careful. So, even with my skill, I won't be able to see them if I doubt that they exist? That's right, the spirit world is all about the mind and the soul. You won't be able to see a thing unless you're properly in tune. But sometimes people get caught up in the moment, thinking they might see something, and then they really do because they believe they would. Is that how that works? Yep, just like drinking. You never know how much booze you can handle unless you're ready to down some shots. I'm still not sure I got the drinking thing. You know, I realized how strange it was as the words left my mouth. Sheesh. Alright. Wait, hold on, sorry, I wanted to actually talk to you. Totally unrelated, but do you actually drink? Real alcohol, I mean. Oh, talk about whiplash. I didn't expect you to start making small talk. Well, our conversation was getting a bit dark. I figured a change of topic might lighten things up. I see. If you really want to know, I like to think I can handle a few drinks. But to tell you the truth, I've never actually had a Moscow Mule. Really no. I just thought it sounded cool. I would like to try it though. Why don't we go for a drink sometime then? Ooh, are you asking me out? No, you're just being a good Samaritan, right? No, that's not what I meant. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'd be up for that. But only if you find one of the 7 mysteries. Alright, then let's get to work. Oh, do you have more to say? If you can believe that, there might be hope for you yet. You can't be serious. Oh, okay. About the 7 mysteries of Honjo. I just remembered, I actually did some research on the 7 mysteries of Honjo at the library. You did? What did you find? Well, I discovered a few interesting things. Oh, tell me everything. 7 mysteries. Although they call the 7 mysteries, the literature lists 9 of them. Oh, I'm surprised you picked up on that. Nice researching. Some people think there could be up to 15. That's the thing about these old folk tales. Stuff gets added to them over the years. That's more extra stories than main ones. Yeah, but the 7 mysteries rolls off the tongue way better than 9 or 50. She's not wrong. If you say so. But it makes sense, don't you think? It's more likely to be passed on if it's easy to remember. Ah, that's a good point. She's not wrong, yeah. Okay, what's the other part? Are these really ghost stories? So I read some of the stories and none of them were, well, scary. I thought these were supposed to be ghost stories. It's true, they're more like a collection of superstitions, really. There's some pretty disturbing ones in the mix. Yeah, like the one that's supposed to take place here, the Whispering Canal. People who fished in this canal would hear a voice call out saying, "Leave it." They had to abandon their catch or the canal would take it. Right. Is that what you're expecting to find here in this part? Not quite. We're talking about a folktale from hundreds of years ago. After centuries of the telephone game, who knows if it's anything like the original story? So, basically, you think the true story of the Whispering Canal might be completely different from what we know? Exactly, I'm sure it is. I mean, weren't you curious? About what? People from around here have that expression "left at the canal," right? Meaning to abandon someone. The story is where it comes from. Except the story being told today is about fish. There's nothing in it about leaving people behind. Now that you mention it, that's true. So you're saying the original story maybe did involve someone being abandoned? That's what I'm trying to find out. Ah, gotcha. Please don't abandon me. By the way, were we talking about the rite of resurrection? Oh, your memory's as strong as your tolerance. I'm gonna start calling you Martini Man Shogo. I'm really climbing up the drinks menu, huh? So you know about it, huh? The rite of resurrection? A magazine ran a feature on it recently that got practically everyone talking about it. Really? Maybe that's why I heard about it. Still, I don't know. Seems a little too far-fetched to be true. So, the rite of resurrection is a forbidden art of bringing the dead back to life, concocted by a famous onmyoji from an ancient age. Rumor has it an old manuscript containing actual concrete details about the rite was recently discovered. This rumor comes from a presentation given by local historian Hideki Araishi at an academic conference. You sure know a lot about this stuff. That's because I'm secretly a huge occult buff, yet there's nothing secret about you being an occult buff. I kinda got that. Huh. But if a researcher spoke about it at an academic conference, it must have some basis in fact. Exactly, that's why I believe the rite of resurrection is real. Now I'm starting to believe it too. Good. The pursuit of the unknown starts with belief. I got that from Professor Araishi himself. Syndicated by its name, this manuscript holds detailed instructions on how to perform the secret art of reviving the dead. This forbidden ritual is said to have been devised by a once famous onmyoji. Local researcher Hideki Araishi recently discovered the old manuscript and gave a presentation on it at an academic conference, sending ripples through the field of occult studies. Wait, hang on, I've got another question. You mentioned the rite of resurrection. Are you looking for that too? Does it have something to do with the 7 mysteries of Honjo? Ooh, you're sharp. I could cut my finger on you. To tell the truth, it's actually the other way around. What do you mean? Well, I started off searching for the Rite of Resurrection, but along the way I realized that I needed to investigate the 7 mysteries of Hanjo first. I see, so then... why are you looking for the Rite? If you're looking into a way to bring someone back from the dead, does that mean you've got someone you want to bring back? You know what, forget it. It just came to mind, so I thought I'd asked. I didn't mean to pry, sorry. No, it's fine. I figured I'd need to tell you at some point. It's Ogopogo. Ogopogo. Yeah, I want to bring Ogopogo back to life. He died in an accident about a month ago. Ogopogo died? Oh, right. Ogopogo was my dog. I had him for 8 years. Ah, okay. Your dog. Gotcha. You spent a long time together. Losing him must have been really hard for you. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure if the Rite even works on dogs. But as soon as I found out about it, I knew I had to give it a try. I don't think I could forgive myself if I just let the opportunity pass by. Definitely. Now I understand why you feel so strongly about it. Thanks for telling me. I know this must be hard to talk about. But you know what? All that led to me meeting you. So at least something good came out of it. Though that doesn't mean I'd stop looking, obviously. I'll do everything I can to help you. Yay, I'm so glad to hear that. Let's keep up the hard work then, yeah? Do not say you will do everything to help her. Like, what if we have to sacrifice someone to revive someone and you're the sacrifice, my guy? Do not say, oh, I'm going to do everything to help you. Ha 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 ha. You will die. Hi, Sammy. Yeah, I'm playing it. We've been taking a break because of life. The cop came back to it saying, ooh, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play it now. To see. I already got jump scared. So, like, we're off to a great start. So I got to do with the 7 mysteries. It's about the connection between this ride and the 7 mysteries. Putting together everything we've talked about. My guess is that the original stories behind the 7 mysteries, true stories, are the key to finding the Rite of the Resurrection. And that's why you're here searching for one of them. Do I have that right? Wow, 10 out of 10! You're proving to be quite a capable assistant. Wait, since when was I your assistant? Anyway, this is all just hearsay, but... Some say that what led to the 7 mysteries coming to be was the Rite of Resurrection itself. Huh? Don't the stories come from the Edo period? I thought the Rite of Resurrection was supposed to be way older than that. Right, it seems that an onmyoji from the Edo period rediscovered the ancient art. Isn't that convenient? The art style is great. Semi, help me. What wasn't someone who's involved with the World Ends With You? Like, responsible for the character design or something? Or am I... Yeah? Okay, thank you. Because I was so sure I read it, but I couldn't find it anymore. The old manuscript I mentioned with all the details on how to use the rite apparently was written in the Edo period. Alright, I never told you its name. The manuscript is called the Record of Fates. Wow, what a name. And it speculates that the secret of the rite is hidden within the 7 mysteries of Honjo. So now the 7 mysteries are the hot new trend. Among who? Among us! You know, this whole thing's starting to sound pretty questionable. Come on, remember what I said about the pursuit of the unknown? It starts with belief, right. An old manuscript from the Edo period written by the sorcerer who recovered the Rite of Resurrection. It is viewed as a priceless and authentic document due to its detailed account on how to perform the ritual. Thank you for the Christianity. Alright. Ugh! Whoa. Whoa. What the hell? Feels like the air just changed. What do you mean think? What was that just now? Do I just look down? I don't want to look down. This is why I don't play fucking horror. Are you okay? Yoko, are you okay? Hey, what's wrong? Stay with me. This can't be. No. Ah, yes. The totally normal reaction. Ah! Ah! I don't want to turn around! Girl, are you good? I feel eyes on my back. I can move. There's something behind me. No! No, there's nothing behind you. We're just not gonna... No? I don't want to! This is why I hate playing horror games. If it's the guy from before, yeah. Okay, you know what? No, I'm closing my eyes. I can't see. I can't... Wait, how do I turn around? I can't see. I'm not seeing anything. No. Where is it? Come on. I'm not an owl! Where is it? Where is it? Eh? Eh? Girl, what's your problem? There's nothing there! Eh? I'm freaking out and there's nothing there? Am I stupid? Someone's literally... Ah. Yoko's pointing over here, but I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Still, she looks really spooked up. She's making this up. Did I miss it? I don't see anything I should be frightened of. Wait, what button is that for me? I don't get this. What's going on? Did something happen? Yoko? You good? Huh? What the? What? Why is this happening?
What's happening?
Inchibori Park. Yoko, answer me. Yoko? No, I can't be. What's what? Huh? Girl, you good? Motherfucker! What the hell just happened? Oh damn, I've got bigger problems. Yoko, just hold on. Everything's going to be okay. Gosh, she's not breathing. She's cold and I don't feel a pulse. This can't be happening. Okay. An ambulance, right. I've got to call an ambulance. I need a phone. She's not good? What makes you think that? I think she's just fine, right? Right, the phone. I've got to call an ambulance. I don't fucking have money on me. You don't think ice saliva is healthy? Hold it in. The ambulance shouldn't be long. But is it going to make a difference? Her body's gone stiff and her skin is cold, and I don't think she's breathing. She looks more like a mannequin than a person now. I don't think there's any coming back from that. I don't get it. Just a few minutes ago we were chatting away without a care in the world. Yoko... How did this happen? How could someone so bright and bubbly just suddenly drop dead? Resurrect her! Huh? Oh, that's right. If that rite of resurrection she was talking about really does exist, there might be a way to bring her back. If someone can just drop dead out of nowhere, like they were cursed, then why shouldn't there be a way to bring them back to life? Yoko believed in it, so if I believe in her, it seems completely possible. Maybe, just maybe, I can still save her. Even if I got to deal with spirit senses and curses and whatever, I've got to try. Wait for me, Yoko, I promise. I'll use the rite of resurrection to bring you back. Yeah. Right before she died, I felt a strange presence a few times. And it seemed like she saw something that shook her to the bone. Yeah, what about the weirdo in the back that just suddenly was not there anymore? What would you do for a stranger? They've met like 3 times in real life and phone sometimes, they called sometimes, so clearly she's not a stranger. There's definitely something strange going on, and maybe it's still here. What could she have seen? She mentioned that the rite of resurrection and 7 mysteries were connected, so maybe whatever it was she saw, something to do with that whispering canal. Whoa! What's up, dude? What's happening with your brain all the time? Damn it, that presence again. It must be around here somewhere, but where? The fuck is this? Fallen object. Huh? There's something on the ground. Did Yoko drop this? Didn't notice it till now, but there's a small wooden sculpture by her side. It's 3 or 4 centimeters tall. It looks like it could be a keychain, but from how rotted it is, it's way too old for that. But how tiny it is, I feel an almost palpable malice radiating from it. What the hell is this thing? Curse stone acquired! The Whispering Canal! Yeah, hi! What the? Help me, leave me. These are Whispering Canal's memories. Such deep sorrow, a resentful memories is flowing into my mind. In the bags, they walk away, leave me behind, drop dead. Kill them. Kill them! Those who walk away, kill them all. You've acquired the power of the curse stone, the Whispering Canal. You can use it to kill those who walk away from you. Press the use curse button to kill your target as they attempt to depart. What? Why would I wanna do that? Ugh. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now. Kill. Can you hear it curse? Wait. Kikoruka. Oh, that's too many kanji, I don't fucking know. You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. Should you seek life's restoration, take your curse in hand. Reap lives by the score. And claim their soul drags for your own. Collect enough to sate this vessel. And by their sacrifice claim the gift of resurrection. Or better yet, slay your fellow curse bearers. For theirs are the equal of droves of lesser souls. Now go forth and kill. Alright then. Where's the new part? Ah, curse power. Kills by drowning one who leaves the curse bearer behind. Resentful memory. Toki loved fishing with her father Jingichi more than anything. With their wicker baskets on their backs, they would leave for the canal every morning and fish till the evening. The miso soup her mother Koma made using the carp they caught was to die for. Her parents loved her dearly. One day, however, her father disappeared. Toki's mother went to look for him and never came back either. Those who came to express their concern eventually stopped visiting her out of fear. Toki continued to wait all alone. Mother, father, where did you go? Don't leave me behind. Unable to bear that loneliness, she left her home and trudged along the roads until night fell. Neither her mother nor her father were anywhere to be found. Tears stung her eyes. Suddenly, the sound of fish splashing in the water cut through the silence. She found herself standing before the canal where they used to fish together. The taste of carp and the memory of her father's smile flashed across her mind. Without thinking, Toki walked into the moat. The sound of water splashing echoed through the night air. Passers-by thought of it only as the fish in the canal. Splashing faded, and silence returned to the lonely night. Oh, man. Curse echoes are the visual manifestation of curses. These manifestations are fundamentally related to the origin of the curse. They do not always take the same shape and may sometimes appear in a more abstract or disfigured form. They lack consciousness and like a spirit, and are thus the mere dregs of a soul. Curses are made tangible by what are known as soul dregs. Someone possessed by a curse that has a curse echo is called a curse bearer. The curse echo is in itself a curse, and a possessed curse bearer can inflict that curse upon others at will. The curse that comes with a curse echo is considered very powerful in and of itself. Ordinarily, those with no spirit sense will not be able to perceive a curse echo, but anyone who becomes a curse bearer can see other curse echoes. That's a lot of curse echoes, Jesus. Old Netsuke carvings imbued with curses derived from the 7 Misu's of Honjo. Ordinarily, only those with spirit sense can wield such curses, but these curse stones allow ordinary people to use them just as legally. When someone dies, the life essence leaves the body and becomes a soul. If one is killed by means of certain curses, however, the life essence will turn into a residue known as soul drags. The rite of resurrection essentially uses these soul drags as a sacrificial offering to bring back the dead, but the amount of soul drags required depends on when the person being resurrected passed away. The more time has passed since their passing, the more soul dregs are required. Aha, so if we manage to get enough soul dregs in like a week, it's gonna be okay-ish, but if we want to resurrect someone who died like 1500 years ago, yeah, maybe not. Are you okay? What the hell was that? It was like the curse's memories flowed directly into my mind. In an instant, I understood everything. When I picked up this cursed stone, the Whispering Canal must have cursed me. I also heard a strange voice. It told me that if I want the rite, I have to kill a bunch of people with this cursed stone and collect their souls. I guess it's good to know that the rite really exists, but this thing wants me to kill people to get it? Screw that! Putting my own life on the line is one thing, murdering other people is another thing entirely. Really? You would... Alright. Not just one person either, scores it said. So this is the curse of the Whispering Canal, huh? Curse that traps the soul of anyone who tries to walk away from me. But if I use it and collect enough souls, then I'll be able to bring Yoko back. And there was something about other curse bearers being worth more soul drags. Jeez. I'm really at a loss here. Feels like I'm being watched. There's someone there. Where are you? Where's the weird guy? Where's the weird guy? Come on! Ah, there he is! I saw you earlier, motherfucker. Now that I look closer, is there someone there? Hey! 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 Who's there? I'm a little closer, huh? Oh my, how unexpected. Oh, he's tall, huh? Was your curse that killed a poor woman, I take it? What? Cat got your tongue, Mr. Okie? Huh? 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 Unfamiliar man. A tall, humorless looking man. He doesn't look familiar to me. He's acting like he knows me though. Have you met somewhere before? Maybe. Oh my god, I keep using the wrong cursor. Look at that, eyes just like all working adults. Man's just the embodiment of a salary man. Is like, yep, that's just exactly what it's like. Who are you and how do you know my name? Do you mean to say you don't recognize me? This comes as a bit of a shock, I must say. Look a little harder and I dare say it will jog your memory. we can't all be the one humorless looking guy who's tired of life. No, no, no. We can't all be that. What's with this guy? Maybe I do know him. That man, who is he? He looks to be in his 30s or 40s. He's all dressed up in a suit and tie, but somehow he looks real shady. What's he doing here? Was he watching us all this time? Yes! Seeing as he was in the background sometime earlier, and I was like, ooh, yes. Hi! Come in! Something tells me curses are nothing new to him. If he's one of the other curse bearers, then I need to be careful. He might be here to kill me. Ow! And take my curse stone. But by the same token, killing him will net me a lot of soul drags. Well, our guy surely came around to the idea of killing people really quickly. I still don't have a clue who you are. How do you know me? Have we met? Dear me, it is always humbling to find that one is not as well known as one believes. Perhaps my name will help you remember.
Thank you for the hi, the time, and the pet.
I'm Takumi Yumioka.
I have no idea who the fuck that is.
Takumi Yumioka. And thank you for the pasta check. Undamaged that spine while we had a good idea. Very good idea. Does that ring any bells? I think I've heard that name somewhere before, maybe. So you do not even know my name. How disappointing. Disappointing, but fortress. Fortress. I don't know how to say that. The man who is currently watching Shogo Okia at Kinshibori Park. Wow, that's a lot of information. Well then, Mr. Okia, allow me to make you a proposition. Fortuitous. Oh yeah, that makes sense. You have a cursed stone in your possession. I would like you to give it to me. No? I don't think I'll be doing that. I can't. I needed to bring Yoko back to life. Oh my. Fortuitous. Fortuitous. So you mean to use it then? You know about the 7 mysteries of 100 curses and all that, don't you? But of course, those cursed stones, they're terribly dangerous things, capable of killing without a trace so long as the conditions are met. I hadn't thought of it that way, but yeah. Imagine what might happen if one fell into the wrong hands. It would be safer in mine, don't you agree? I don't even know who you are! Although it seems I arrived too late to stop you from killing that poor woman. What? That was me? Fortuitous. Fortuitous? That's a stupid word. You know what? I will simply never say it again. I'm willing to overlook your indiscretion, but only if you give me your curse stone. No way in hell. For all I know, the wrong hands are yours. Very well. I'd hope to settle this amicably, but you leave me no choice. Sakimi guy must have a curse stone of his own. He could also just stab you like, you know, a normal person. Think Paranormal say you love this VN?
Yeah! Just got started.
At least it would be safer to assume so. It would explain how he knows so damn much. So he can kill me instantly as long as he fulfills the stone's conditions. Until I know what those conditions are, I can't make any sudden moves. I have to keep him talking, learn what I can, and figure out a way to get my curse out first. How can I get him to leave me behind? Though it would be a waste not to take this chance to find out about the other curse bearers. Yeah, alright. Stab you like a British person with deadly plastic knife. Okay, what else can I talk to you about? A new topic that will keep him talking. My best bet would be... Yoko. How do you know it wasn't you who killed Yoko with your curse? You've been here for a time. Mr. Okia, if you're hoping to trick me into revealing whether I possess a curse stone, I assure you, you cannot. It is your curse that was responsible, Mr. Okia, no matter what you might tell yourself. That doesn't make sense. I only found this after Yoko died. Oh. Don't play dumb, I know you're the one who did this. Whether you choose to believe me is your prerogative, but you are mistaken. But you should know that multiple curses awaken at once at the stroke of midnight. There are many other curses in Honjo and many other curse bearers. Is it not premature of you to assume that I am the one responsible? Wait, so you're saying that at midnight a bunch of people became curse bearers? There's no point in continuing this conversation. For all I know, he could be telling me anything. If they murder you with a knife and not curse, will they not get the soul drags? Yeah! No, my idea was... this could just be a guy who does not have a soul stone, so he could very well just stab us in a normal way. Thinking is a manual action, yeah! So I'm already looking forward to it. Okay, what else? Why are you so convinced it was my curse that killed Yoko? Why? It is simply that... Huh? I do believe I just saw your companion move. She what? If I turn around now, he's gonna fucking kill me. Alright, let's do it. Meow. Yoko. Wait, she doesn't look any different. Yeah. No. Damn it all. See? Huh? I got an achievement for it. Cool. My, Nua, you seem to have arrived at a less than favorable result. This is mere conjecture on my part, but perhaps you ought to be more careful about turning your back on unscrupulous individuals. Fear not, you may make as many attempts as you please from before your unfortunate mishap. Yay! Very well, just remember, whatever you do, do not turn around. Getting achievements for dying is hilarious, it really is. I see. Okay, motherfucker. Why don't you tell me something about yourself, huh? Before I give you my curse stone, I want to know who you are. I need to know if I can trust you. Look at those eye bags. Clearly, this is a very trustworthy person. Yaki, I hope you enjoyed. Okay! Thank you for coming. Going by. Every dumb death has an achievement tied to it? Probably. This is Larry from Pokemon. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it. I like the storyteller. Hopefully that guy's not gonna become even more evil than he already looks. Actually, I didn't do a kid or anything. It's okay. Listen, we're all eye bag havers here. I was being appreciative of them. I would never talk badly about eye bags. A reasonable enough concern. Very well. I'm an associate of the great sorcerer Suigen Gamyoto. I'm sorry, who? Indeed, you must have heard of him. I believe he was recently featured in a certain magazine. Your unfortunate companion there came seeking his counsel not a few days ago. It was from her that I learned your name. I thought she would have mentioned me to you, but it seems that was presumptuous of me. And when did this happen? Why, just 2 or 3 days ago. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm not buying that. He knows I don't know who he is, so he's just trying to feed me a story. I've only known Yoko for a month, but she's never mentioned going to see some mystic. Although it is Yoko we're talking about here, so it's hard to say for sure. Yeah, no, try a different story. But that is enough to convince you that my hands are more than trustworthy. Absolutely the fuck not! About my curse stone? What do you want with my curse stone anyways? I intend to seal it away in a secure location so it may never be used again. I'm certain that you too would rather be free of this burden. The power to kill without fear of consequence is, in itself, a curse. There are many ne'er-do-wells in this world who could not resist the urge to use it. All the more so if promised a chance to resurrect the dead. You'll seal it away. How? I'll put it in the care of a sorcerer who is well versed in supernatural matters. If I have gained your trust, I must ask you to hand me your curse stone. I don't think I'll be doing that. Oh, your favorite is you? Ooh, that's some high praise. How about the other curse bearers? For each of the 7 mysteries, there's a curse and a curse bearer, right? Do you know who any of the others are? And what would you do with that information? Your intentions are nothing untoward, I hope. It is in the hearts of the selfish and the insipid, of those who would be most tempted by the rite of resurrection, that the curses take root. And the curse's resentful memories impart a powerful urge to kill, as I'm certain you are aware. You are a victim of circumstance, Mr. Okier, but your situation is exceedingly dangerous. You must relinquish your curse stone for your own benefit before it is too late. Too late? It's already too late. There's no going back. All I can do is keep pressing forward. And if you're going to stand in my way, then I have to stop you. Am I to take that as a threat, Mr. Okia? I would encourage you to exercise more discretion before you fall foul of a curse. Do I do the Yoko thing again, just in case, so I have talked about everything? Let's see. What are you doing? Should you not check on her? Oh, aha! Because I already fell for it. That I see, okay. No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna manually think. I want to use my curse on him. I have to get him to walk away and leave me behind. Now, what will convince him to do that? Scenario 1. He does what he came here to do. Scenario 2. He suddenly needs to be somewhere else. He's probably here for my curse stone, so I don't think I get out of scenario 1 alive. Scenario 2 means hoping something will happen by chance, and luck is rarely on my side. So my only hope is scenario 3. Something makes it impossible for him to stay. I don't have to keep him away forever. I just need to get him to walk away once. Well, the ambulance should show up at some point. If he plans on killing me, he probably will not do that if there's an ambulance here, right? How do I do that? Do I look at him again? Takumi Yumioka, he said his name was. He hasn't taken his eyes off me for a second. Even now, he's still staring right at me. Who the hell is he? Maybe if I focus, I can recall something useful. Ah! Now we can also recall. Okay. Takumi Yumioka, how the hell does he know me? It's not like I've been getting much out. It's not like I've been getting out much. I barely have a life outside of work. Wait, that's it! My work, that's how he knows me. I've never actually met him, so it totally slipped my mind. Secretary to the chairman of Hihaku Soaps. The man who was covered. Takumi's the secretary to the chairwoman of Hihaku Soaps, a chemicals company headquartered in Sumida City. Ah! I mean, honestly, Yoko is already dead. We don't really have a reason to be looking at her at this point. So it's fine if we can't look at her and him at the same time. Yeah, this ambulance is taking a long fucking while. It's like, hey, my partner just collapsed and she's not reacting anymore. Her body's rapidly cooling down.
Yeah, okay, we will send an ambulance as soon as we can.
What's a curse echo? A curse echo is the curse power that we get because we just got one. Hold on, I'll show you. This is us. Our curse echo is the Whispering Canal. It's the one based on the mystery of the Whispering Canal. We just collected the stone for it, and our curse power now is that we can apparently kill people when they walk away from us. Something along those lines. Ambulance ran into someone, they had to take that person and said, ah, damn. What happens when an ambulance gets into an accident on the way to, you know, wherever they had to go? Takumi worships the company chairwoman Natsuo Yamamori and demonstrates his unwavering loyalty through his swift and exact execution of every task given to him. Just as Natsuo Yamamori continues to exert tremendous influence over the company since her retirement from the presidency, so too does Takumi continue to support her behind the scenes. Acting as Natsuo's mouthpiece in his capacity has earned him the ire of the current president and the board of directors. Takumi knows the names and faces of not only all employees at the head office, but also the temporary workers in the factories and warehouses, and even their main suppliers. God damn! I don't know either. Next time, a friend of mine actually knows someone who works, I'm gonna ask them. I'm gonna ask if I remember. I'm gonna ask what happens, like, if an ambulance gets into an accident. They probably have to send another ambulance, right? Not for patient, any extras need for the accident just occurred. Yeah, that makes sense. They just have to call reinforcements, I guess. So he can gum you though my ass. This guy thinks he can sell me anything. I don't know if having figured that out helps me much right now. Do I think again? I have to keep him away forever. I just need to get him to walk away once. Takami's identity. Speaking Gamyodo my ass, I know who you are. You work at Higaku Soaps, just like me. You're the chairwoman's secretary. Well, that took you long enough. Your lack of company loyalty is frankly astounding. Allow me to reiterate my request then. Not as a stranger, but as your superior. I'm not at work! Nah, nothing superior about you out here. It's 1 AM. We're in a children's park. Fuck off. We're not at the office. You don't get to push me around like that. Why is our chairwoman secretary even out looking for cursed stones anyway? I refrain from revealing myself precisely to avoid such questions, but I suppose needs must. Since the dawn of the Showa era, the land of Honjo has nurtured our company's growth and vice versa. It is our duty to ensure that curses do not take root in this land we know as our home. It's 2 AM behind the Denny's, there are no rules. Exactly, you get me. I'm not sure I buy that. Like many things, it is not a matter that concerns the rank and file. The chairwoman has no desire to spread fear through our beloved company's birthplace. Now, if that is all, I must insist that you hand me your curse stone. I will not be doing that. No. No. Ah. Wait, I've got it. I know how I can convince him to leave. Yeah? I know. Convince him to leave. Crap, I totally forgot. What is it? Hand over curse stone. No. I called an ambulance. Alright, I forgot to mention, I called an ambulance. Should be coming any minute now. An ambulance? Have you lost your mind? They will arrive to find you standing next to a corpse, alone, in the dead of night. No doubt they will hand you over to the police, who will have some questions for you. Probably, but I'm sticking with Yoko. Unless you want to join me in an interrogation room, you better get out of here. Yoko kinda odd, not gonna lie, really? You're telling the truth, I see. They're getting closer by the second. I cannot afford to be waylaid at this juncture. I fear I must take my leave. Do I use the curse? No, right? I don't think it's gonna end well if we do. Sooner or later I will return for your curse stone. I only hope you do not abuse it in the meantime. Well then, I bid you good evening. I did not press that button. I did not press a single button.
Shogoki, you dare!
That's exactly how you die. Huh. He's dead. He's really dead. I didn't even press the button. I didn't even press the fucking button. I was like, maybe we should not kill him. Now we have 2 people dead. Yeah, and the ambulance is still coming. So this is what a curse stone can do. Mance was like, I'm not sure I can kill. That's kind of morally wrong, right? Immediately kills another person. Alright then. Curse stone of the Return Canal gain 1% soul drags. 1%? That's nothing. What do you mean 1%? Hey. I left the park immediately. I felt bad for leaving Yoko, but I couldn't stay there. Emergency medical services will probably take care of her body. Takumi's too. This will be all over the news tomorrow. But until then, at least I know she'll be in a safe place. Alright. I have to find my next sacrifice quickly. Got no time to waste. I need to find the other curse bearers and collect their souls. Killing Takumi barely got me any soul drags. I guess he mustn't have been a curse bearer after all. It's not enough. The soul of a non-curse bearer amounts to a little more than leftover breadcrumbs. I have to think of places where the other curse bearers of the 7 mysteries would be. The curses were activated at around midnight. The others are bound to be active still. I should check to see if there are any other places with connections to the mysteries nearby. At the very least, another curse bearer might be thinking the same as me, meaning I could run into them. Let's see, which of the 7 mysteries are closest? I'm in the Kinshicho area right now. The haunting club is on the other side of Oyoko River, just over Shumoko Bridge. The food washing mansion and the ever-burning lantern are around South Wadigesui Street past the train tracks. This man! Nah, this is not gonna end well, because, like, he just got started, he got his funky new power, and he's immediately like, oh, I'm just gonna kill, like, 15 people. As soon as possible. Go along Oyoko River, find the beckoning light at Hornsey Bridge. Those 3 places are the closest, I guess I should start there. Ha! Alright. Move. And I would like to go here. That's fucking dark. Both the food washing mansion and the ever-burning lantern are from this area. This late at night, even a road as big as this one is as silent as the grave. Is it just me or is it oddly dark around here? Could this be... I know it's past midnight, but it still seems oddly dark around here. And this feeling, it's the same as from before. Woohoo! Woohoo! What's this? There's something over there. Is that a curse echo? The curse of the 7 mysteries given form. I knew it. There's a curse bearer around here. Yeah? Is that curse echo what's causing this darkness? It doesn't seem hostile. Is it trying to tell me to come closer? What should I do? I'm gonna fucking die. Nothing's gonna happen if I just sit and wait. Let's check it out. Hi. Oh, darn it, now what? This isn't a curse doing this, somebody's pulling me in. I heard... It looks like I'm inside a building? Did it toss me in here? Can't see squad. Is this the same darkness from the curse echo? Oh. I'm completely enclosed. Doesn't seem like there's even a window. There's no telling which direction I'm facing. They got me. This has to be the work of another curse bearer. Is this darkness because of a curse echo? Are they trying to trap me here? Guess I should be glad they haven't killed me yet. If I don't start searching for a way out... Shit, I can see a thing. If I only had a source of light. You have a stone? Not helping. Should be a source of light. Okay, move. I run into walls no matter where I feel around myself. They're made of concrete, I think? It's a pretty small room. What the? My stomach feels like it's ripping apart! Right then, okay, cool! Another day! Yee, hi! Long time no see. Congratulations, perhaps you might have survived. If only you could have done something about the pesky darkness. Fear not, you may make as many attempts as you please, blah blah blah. Okay. I think he's fine. I think maybe he just ate something wrong. Never wise to linger in the dark. Okay. So we're gonna go somewhere else, okay? We're gonna try the bridge. Clearly we need something. So we don't die to the darkness. Hi. The Shumoko Bridge is supposedly where the bell from the haunting club story used to be. I wandered around here for a while, but I didn't see anything interesting. The only thing I found was what looked like a 100 yen lighter someone threw away. I don't know if curses are vulnerable to fire, but maybe I'll find a use for it. Hey, you know what? I'll take it. It's probably gonna help. Right. I have a 100 yen lighter, so fucking die. Casting magic missile at the darkness will help. Whatever it is, I think it's still here. Yeah. Let's try it again then. The curse echo was causing this darkness. Doesn't seem hostile. Should be get closer. Yep. Come on. Dun 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 dun. Ah!
I got a tummy wummy achy wakey from approaching a shady weighty person in a talkie walkie alleyway. Do not approach. Oh, you should have made it approach. It was not appropriate. Ooh, speak with the R in it. Tummy wummy achy wakey from approaching a shady weighty person in a talkie walkie alleyway.
Here's someone's putting me in. Yeah, look, you can't see squat. Okay. Now, I have a fucking lighter, so... Boom. That's right, I still have the lighter I picked up earlier. Ooga booga. Perfect, it works. Now I can make out my surroundings a bit better. What the? Something... Alright, he's got a light. That ruins everything. Someone there, are you a curse bearer? It's over, time to get out of here. Wait, he's running? Was he right here this whole time? It's my chance. Ugh. I'm not pressing the button ever. I guess he just automatically does it. Weird though. Why put a button prompt there if it happens even if I don't press the button? Rest and rip. That was a close one. Didn't catch a glimpse of the curse bearer, but it seems like I'm alright. Ooh! 30%! Damn! This curse must have had something to do with light and darkness. My guess would be the ever-burning lantern? So there's a connection between the 7 mysteries and the way that curses work. That might be useful to know. Isn't he lucky that he has one that just immediately fucking kills people? Maybe it's because it's the prologue. Oh yeah, maybe. I mean, obviously we already forgot that apparently this dude dies. But yeah, maybe that's why. It's going a little too well here. Not gonna lie. Howdy? I'm here at Hornsey Bridge, the location linked with the beckoning light. Yeah, and there's a guy there. Hi? Someone's standing on the bridge, silhouetting themselves against the sky. Hello? Ooh. Wait, fine. I'll go first. Whoa. I see. Interesting. Well, now this is a surprise. Eh? Who are you? If you got the wrong guy, just say so. Who is this man? He's a flamboyant fellow. Wouldn't bat an eyelid if this were the inner city, but he stands out like a sore thumb in these parts. Manure? Come now, I want her to at least tell me your name. Alright, sure. I'm Shogo. Careful now, young man. It's not wise to go about giving your name to strangers. The honesty age when might made right. Nowadays it's information that rules the world. You do well to remember that. You're the one who asked! Your name, your address, your phone number, your age, your occupation, your personal information is much more valuable than you might think. You should treat those things with care. So I guess you don't plan on telling me anything either, then. You can call me Richter Kai, private detective. Didn't you just say not to... Never mind. You say you're a detective? That's correct. I'm a man who deals in secrets. Don't expect me to share any more information with you, though. I only told you so that we could have an understanding. Okay, then. Eccentric man that Shogo Oki had ran into at Hornsey Bridge. He's flamboyant, sure. You think he's German? We are horroring, yes. Yeah, if his name was flipped, I would accept it, I guess. Kai Richter is a much more German name than Richter Kai, for sure. Yeah. Ow, 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 ow. Are you sure you don't have anything else to say? What's the detective doing around here? Working. And that's all I'll say about that. Could ask you the same thing, no? Seems like a strange place to stop. What brought you here? There's a strange man looking around. I see. Then let me ask a different question. Why did you go out of your way to strike up a conversation with that strange man? I'm looking for someone. I figured it was worth seeing if you knew anything. You don't say. In that case, I just might be able to help you. Can you describe the person you're looking for? Oh. Oh, 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 oh. I know I said a person, but I'm actually looking for something called the Beckoning Light. The Beckoning Light? Ah, the 7 Mysteries of Honzo. That's right. A friend of mine was really into that kind of stuff. He said the Beckoning Light appears here in the middle of the night. I wanted to see for myself. Really? You're the adventurous type, aren't you? Unfortunately, I think you're out of luck. I've been here for a while, but I haven't seen any strange lights. Alright, well, thanks for telling me. But just wait 1 second. There's still time left for it to appear. Why don't we wait together? Thanks, but I think I'm good. Really? Well, I'm sorry I couldn't be of any more help.
Hey. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, 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 ow.
That's right, I meant to ask. Do you have a light on you? A light? You mean for cigarettes? Well, I've got this cheap one I picked up, but that's it. Oh no, this will do nicely. Are you sure?
Eh?
Anyway, I should get back to work, once you're gone, of course. Is there a reason I can't be here? Of course, my work is top secret. Okay. Ah, I guess that's all options then. Alright. Bye, nice meeting you. Okay, had a look around the area. I should head somewhere else now. Where to next? First around Midoricho Park at the end of South Wadi Gesui Street is a Taiko of Tsugaru. North of there is a school called Kumagata High School, the location of the fool's possession. It should be around here. Alright, let's do this one then.
Midoricho Park.
Oh!
There's people there.
This is Midoricho Park, location of the Taiko of Tsugaru, one of the 7 mysteries. Huh? Someone's there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
2 men, one middle-aged and the other a young adult, talking to each other. There's a good chance that one of them could be a curse bearer. I'll try to scope things out without being spotted. Pick up the conversation from this distance. I have to focus in and watch them for a while, I think. If it looks like I'll be spotted, I quickly hide behind a tree to move out of line of sight. Now, how am I going to do that? We're supposed to be around here, but I don't see anyone, boss. No need to get ahead of ourselves. I bet we see something before the night is done. How do I hide? Maybe you're right, but still, 7 mysteries. Is there a noise from behind us just now? No? How do I hide? Never mind, just my imagination. Oh, I just go. Oh boy. Okay. That's so fucking. Does the curse really let you kill someone with an object like that? Something's. I'm gonna have a check back there. No. Nothing. There's nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. officers. People often say we don't look. It's sorry if we startled you. No, not at all. Sure, there's no problem, but we have to ask you some questions as procedure. I'm June Irio. I'm from the Metropolitan Police Department Investigative Division. Newbie detective. Yeah, no, fuck you. This little guy with a scalding mark is Chief Inspector Tetsuo Tsutsumi, my superior officer. You wouldn't guess from that frown, but she actually is quite a sweet tooth. Irio, quit blabbering. So was this planned, or did I fuck it up? Graph Police Detective Shiro Akashio met at Midoricho Park. Fresh Face Police Detective met at the Midoricho Park. Hi. Now first, can you show me some ID with your name, address, and occupation? I'll be okay. I'm better off just going along with it. We don't pick up the stones, at least so far. We just want to kill the other curse bearers so we can get their soul points. Soul drags. And we've killed 2 people. One on accident and one on purpose. Wow, you work for Hyaku Soaps? I hear they've been raking it in lately, that's true? I don't know much about that, I'm just a recent hire. People are loving that new hair product you have. I use it all the time myself. Thank you for your patronage. Irio, you use hair products? Give it a times, boss. Guys nowadays all use these things. Isn't that right, Mr. Okie? Yeah, sure. We even make men's cosmetics now. That's so. What a time we live in. Sorry, boss, that's the kind of caveman who thinks using only a bar of soap for old washing makes him cool or something. I don't think that, I just don't care enough to use anything else. Actually, we do have all-in-one soaps for just that purpose. There are plenty of people like you. Ha! Hear that, Irio? That's what I'm talking about. You should put out more of those. Aren't you riled up? If the question's up to him, I got nothing to ask. Oh, alright. Anyway, Mr. Okie, what is it that you're doing here? Actually, I'm searching for the 7 mysteries. Have you heard of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, detective? Yeah, I've heard of them. We were just talking about them a minute ago. A girl I know is into them, that's how I got interested. I see. I seem to remember even Midoricho Park had one of the mysteries associated with it. What was it again? The Taiko of Tsugaru. That's right, the Taiko of Tsugaru. This whole area used to be the residence of the Tsugaru, a clan of samurai. So that's why you were hanging around in the middle of the night. Discover anything interesting? No, nothing. Though I admit I haven't been looking into these things too hard. Right, I think I understand your situation. Thank you for your answers. Now it's quite late, so you'd best be heading home. Something wrong? You're free to go. Okay. Detectives show no sign of leaving, and I have conclusive proof that they're curse bearers either. The risk is too high for me to stick around talking with them for long. I see. Well, I'll be going now. Take care. Okay. Bye. Sure, going to a high school in the middle of the night, that's not creepy at all. Yeah, I'm at Kumagata High School. The school was supposedly on the former side of a daimyo's residence where he encountered a fool's possession. With no descent of a quiet residential area, there's not a person in sight. Oh, this. Kumagata High School, a co-educational municipal high school with 632 attendees. That's specific. Its name is commonly shortened to Koma High. Although it opened as Honjo First Middle School in 1943, subsequent revisions to its enrollment policies saw it change its name, becoming Komagata High School. The school strives to instill a student with the 3 S's of Sumida: sound morals, social responsibility, and strength of spirit. But success has been limited. Plagued by delinquency, it has been forced to turn to temporary employees to compensate for its high staff turnover, and its sport clubs face challenges with its inner-city location and small campus. Its traditional culture research club is thriving, however, even it's all issuing regular bulletins in collaboration with the local records office. Wow. Well, that's something, at least. Let's see here. Ah! Someone's there! Huh? Whoa, what the? Ouch. I'm so sorry, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine, but did you just climb over the school gate? Hey! What's going on? Why are you at school this late? Ah, well, I'm really sorry. I'm in a big hurry right now, so I gotta go. We should not. You can't. No. Boy. Hey, wait. Bruh. Huh? You don't even fucking knew her. Shitting a high school girl in the middle of the night is fine. Yeah, just killing a high school girl in the middle of the night is fine. I assure you, I'm not pressing these buttons. All of the kills so far have been scripted. Yeah. Yeah. Sorry about that. %. Maybe Saturday Man was kind of right. Yeah, maybe we shouldn't do that. Yes, we're just gonna leave. No, it's 36% full. I killed her. Nice. She was a curse bearer. This is working. I just have to keep it up. How many more do I need? 1, 2. Yeah, this just... Oh, this man is going off. Alright, on to the next one. Man got his chance to just kill people and took it, I guess. First, the ones that I read by Ryogoku Bridge. Then the Evergreen Beach at the former Yasuda Gardens along the Sumida River. Finally, Sumida River. Okay. An Oki moment. This man's gonna die a horrible death, I can feel it. And not a haha funny achievement death, but a death. Former Yasuda Gardens. There was some kind of incident here recently, so the entrance was closed off. But it was easy enough to sneak in since there are no guards at this time of night. However... It's weird being in these magnificent gardens after hours. There's not a visitor or groundskeeper in sight. The Ryogoku public hall is also on the grounds. Its eye-catching structure makes this place feel even more otherworldly. Lush green park administered by Sumida City. As is common in traditional Japanese gardens, its large central pond is shaped like the character for heart. Aww. Every time this game is a funny how achievement that. Fair. The paths that crisscross its grounds, lined with stone lanterns, are perfect for strolling while appreciating the foliage or bird watching. The gardens once pulled in water from the Sumida River so that its pond would ebb and flow with the tide, a novelty in Edo, which had begun filling in the bay to support its expansion, but the practice has been discontinued in modern times due to flood prevention measures. They were all curse bearers. Okay, is 100% justified. Yeah, no, the first guy we met was apparently not a curse bearer. He gave us 1%. I was waiting for her to show up, and then I thought, maybe I did something wrong again, but there she is. Why is it zooming in on your mouth? Alright, hello. What happens at 100%? That's a good question. I assume we can use the Rite of Resurrection and resurrect someone. Yes, actually, I already forgot his name, but Mr. Salaryman did say that the stones have an influence on us, and hold on. Can I still see that somewhere in my log? Probably not, right? It's been too long. Yeah. Okay. He did say something along those lines of the cursed stones influencing us. Have you decided what you're going to do? With your... Oh, so precious. Cursed stone. Why is it on your fucking mouth? Hello? Yeah. As soon as I snuck into the gardens, a woman inside called out from behind me. Oh! I've been waiting for you. I have a curse stone. The sudden proclamation had me at a loss for words, so the woman continued. I have you in a position where I can use my curse on you whenever I please. If you hand over your curse stone, I will at least spare your life. In that moment, all I could squeeze out in reply was, let me think about it. Which brings us to now. Alright. Strange woman. Woman in her 30s. She has a refined air about her, like she was brought up in a family of high social standing. But I also sense a shadow hanging over her. One of it has to do with this place. It's an hour from me and you've missed like half the plot, and there's stuff like Umineko after 5 hours has barely begun. I mean, granted though, Umineko has a total length of like, depending on your reading speed, but somewhere close to 70, 80 hours. This game is apparently like something around 12 hours if you read it for yourself, so obviously it's gonna feel a little different. Thank you so much! Thank you, Akire. Yeah, 80 hours, yeah. I mean, granted, it took me, hold on, how long did it take me? Umineko question arcs took me 42.3 hours, and the answer arcs took me 36 hours, so yes. If you take the entirety of Umineko into account, and my reading speed, that still is around 80 fucking hours. It's great though. Love Umineko. If I could like delete all of my memories of it and read it from the beginning all over again, I would. I would. Hi! Don't tell me you still haven't made up your mind. Such an indecisive man. Wait, I might hand over my curse stone depending on certain things. Will you hear me out for a moment? Oh, she's gonna fucking kill us! Sure, go on. If you take my curse stone, what are you going to do with it? With your curse stone? It's for with soul drags, isn't it? It's already killed so many, no? How does she know so much? I'd like to avoid such crude methods myself. 7. What do you mean 7? Also, thank you for the hydrate time and the pasta check. Sleep deprived as hell. I mean, granted, it is currently like 3 a.m. I assume that people that are out and about at 3 a.m.
would be a little sleep deprived. Thank you for the pat.
What do you mean 7? 6. Uh-oh. 7 seconds until she fucking kills me. 7. 7 topics I start telling her until she kills me. I don't know. Yeah, same with Higurashi actually. Though, granted, I kind of, like, what I did to, you know, without sitting down and just rereading the visual novels, because I already know the basic story. What I did last year, I read all of the Higurashi manga. So that kind of helped a little bit. But still, it's always like, you already know what happens. Because you read it before, you already know what happens, but still such a good experience. But I would. If I one day lose my memories, I will read it. Do you read any of the extra? I haven't read all of them yet though. Like if you've probably seen that one giant picture detailing all of the Higurashi side stories and where they play when it comes to the storyline, blah blah blah. I've not read all of them yet. I've read all of the main stories and a few of the side stories, but not all of them. And Umineko, I've read everything that like is included in the Steam release. Nothing more than that though. The Rite of Resurrection. You want Soul Drex? That means you have the Rite of Resurrection too. Not that I'm trying to compare our circumstances, but can I ask what led you to this? Oh my. You mean that if my situation is more dire than yours, you'd give your curse stone to me? Sure, I consider it. So tell me. Liar. Huh? You wouldn't hang your fate on something as superficial as that. Nor would I. 6. It's definitely how many topics until she fucking kills me. Oh boy. La 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 la. Hi, my name is Shogo. If we're going to talk, we should get to know each other better. My name's Shogo. Stop. Huh? Let's not do that, alright? If I know your name, I might start to feel sorry for you. And have a harder time killing you. You would? Don't you think? 5.
She's gonna fucking kill me. Na 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 na.
How fast can you cast curses anyway? We just Mike Tyson her in the face and run away. The thing is, we do not know what curse she has, so she seems to be in a position where she could kill us at any time. So God knows how. Oh, you want me to save? That's actually a good idea. I haven't done that in a while.
Ding 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 ding.
Can you take soul dregs from other cursed bearer stones and add them to your own? Who knows? But I have to admit, it's worth trying. Damn. She looks very sexy, this close to killing us. So basically, you want soul dregs, but you steal the ones others have gathered because you don't want to get your own hands dirty? You're half right. But half wrong too. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. I just want to end this with as little trouble as possible. Understand? 4. My son. What? He'd been in 6th grade now. If he were still alive. Ah. When I'm one of the big kids, I help look after the 1st and 2nd graders, he'd say. He always had a strong sense of justice and responsibility. He wouldn't stand by when he saw other kids being bullied. He'd defend them even if he was no match for the bully himself. He'd often come home in tears, but only because he was sad that he wasn't strong enough to save others. He wanted to be a policeman when he grew up. Okay, I get it. I've heard enough. Oh, that's enough for you? Yeah. Hearing such a sad story just makes me all the more sorry that I haven't changed my mind. I see. So even after what I told you. 3. Your son was Shiro Emiya? For real? Now, if I knew who the fuck that's supposed to be, that would probably ring a bell. Why How do you know you haven't already set off my curse? Go on then, use it. If I had, you could have activated it without all that bluster. And yet, here you are. Damn, does she already know about it? Or about the student from before? She already knows what would activate it, she wouldn't hide it. Because if you know what activates my curse, there's no way you would set it off yourself. So she must not know yet. I still have a chance. Listen, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. About what? Talking like this instead of killing you immediately? It's just a whim of mine. What I mean to say is that you were never in a position to bargain. 2! You actually can't kill me, can you? And that strange countdown from before too. It's all just a bluff to threaten me. I don't give in to threats, so why don't you give this up and... If that's the case, give it a try then. Only 2 more now. Let me tell you the number. 1. 1.
Overvoice your death. 1.
Alright.
One more time. Or one last time, I guess. We're gonna fucking die.
This conversation is over. 0. Such a shame. What? This is the end for you. Oh well. Woo! So hot it burns. That's what it was. That guy, damn it. He must have been following me. It's already too late. Wait, where's he coming from? Where did he come from? Huh?
Dun dun dun.
Ah, here's me again. Finally realized how the curse is activated. Fear not, you may make as many attempts as you please from the conversation with the lady. Alright, try again. Remember how to ward off the curse when you return. But bear in mind, Shogoki has no way of realizing it himself, so you must react for him. Hi. Huh? Throw away this lighter. Why did I suddenly get the impulse to do that? Yes, really! Throw it away! Not sure why, but here's nothing. What did you just... What? Why throw your lighter away all of a sudden? Huh? Oh, well, I just kind of felt like it. Why is she losing it all of a sudden? Could the lighter have been what fulfilled the condition of her curse? But why? How did I... Could you... Ooh! Bye! Bye! This can't be. My Shuichi. Yeah, your Shuichi's dead and so are you. Your Stone of the Whispering Canal has gained 25% soul drinks. Oh! Oh, no, we've gained some more. Okay, maybe I read it wrong the other time. Okay, wow, we're gaining quite a lot of percentages. I can't talk.
Huh.
Well, if it was about fire, that's the only thing I had with me that I could change about, right? Because talking to her didn't do anything. Listen, I do not understand anymore. Maybe it can go over 100% because it's dependent on what you're trying to revive. No, maybe it can go over. Because depending on what you're trying to resurrect, you need more soul drags. And we don't have, like, I don't know if the cursed stone can recognize the target we have. Or maybe you've miscalculated. I have no idea. I did not count. Ryogoku Bridge! Like it wasn't cahoots with her and he had the curse stone triggered it for you by giving him your lighter to light a cigarette. Wait. He had the curse stone triggered it by giving him your lighter. We didn't give him our lighter though. We did tell him that we have a lighter on us. Unsure of why he would be in the back there though. And her condition must have been something that can burn to activate her curse, I guess. Yeah, it's a source of flame, exactly, because we had something on us that could burn. In that sense. Lots of stuff can burn if you light it, but you know what I mean. Yeah, quick question for you. What the? Sorry, this is so sudden, but I've gotta ask. You don't mind, do you? Are you a curse bearer? What? Do you mind if I just look at stuff real quick? Sorry, 1 second. I don't know, are you? The large bridge here is called Ryogoku Bridge. Crossing the river leads to Nihonbashi Bakurocho in Chuo City. Oh, okay, cool. We're just gonna ignore the guy. Hold on, let me read this real quick. Second oldest of the many bridges spanning the Sumida River behind Senju Ohashi during the Great Fire of Meiriki in 1657, which destroyed 60 to 70% of Edo. Many drowned in the Sumida River attempting to swim away from the flames, resulting in the building of bridges to be a major focus of the reconstruction efforts. Although this bridge was simply known as Ohashi or Great Bridge when it was first erected, the people of Edo took to calling it Ryogoku Bridge or Two Nations Bridge due to its location between the provinces of Musashi and Shimoza, and this eventually became its official name. Over time, the wide roads at either side, originally intended as fire breaks, became popular locations for street performances and other events. The bridge was rebuilt following the Great Kanto earthquake and still stands to this day. You need a source, so you need a campfire as a fire source to learn pyromancy stuff. That's actually smart. Smart. Alright, so, hold on. Am I? What kind of curse? Hi. He's a curse bearer. What's he trying to pull? Maybe he's confident he can activate his curse before I activate mine. Gotta be careful. How should I respond here? I mean, yeah, Sure, yeah, I'm a curse bearer. Appreciate the honesty. I just want to have a nice, calm little chat. Name's Yuta Runamigaki. My curse echoes the foot-washing mansion. Wow. He's honest. Okay, yeah. Okay, cool. University student. A young man encountered Ryogoku Bridge. He didn't hide the fact that he was a curse bearer. Are you gonna stomp me to death or something? A chat. I'm going to curse first and ask questions later just because we're both curse bearers. I've got a little more class than that. I hope you're smart enough to extend me the same courtesy. Okay, sure, yeah. Fine, chat away. Thank you. Good to know I'm dealing with someone reasonable. Okay. Alright, let's talk. What do you want? Right, I'll cut straight to the chase. Will you join forces with me? Join forces? To get the soul tracks? Yep, you're using your curse because there's someone you want to resurrect too, right? In that case, it'd be more effective for the two of us to work together than to do it all yourself. What? There's one of him? Why did he say we? Wait, what? Who said we? Who said we? We are both curse bearers. Both him and Shogo himself are curse bearers. That's why he said we. That's a perfectly valid sentence. Think about it, we could split the work and we have two kinds of curses at our disposal. Working together. I hadn't thought about that before. Can the soul tracks in one curse stone be moved to another? That's a fundamental requirement for this to work. Well, we'll have to test it. I can't do that alone either. I see. I mean, yeah, sure, he's gonna fucking kill me, but whatever. Alright then, if working together helps us both get what we want, maybe it's not a bad idea. Thanks. Glad to be dealing with someone who can think things through rationally. But it's something I need to know in advance. Tell me, How many soul drags do you have right now? Right, I have some, of course. I'm more than competent after all. I'm asking you how many. I'm at 1%, but don't worry about it. My curse is so easy to activate, I have plenty in no time. But you haven't managed to get any on your own, have you? I'm at 92%. Huh? Say what? That's the amount of soul drags I have in my curse stone right now. What? Wait, are you serious? You're not even close to being on my level. I keep gathering soul drags on my own. Let's forget all this joining forces business. You've got to be kidding me. I call your bluff. Don't think you can scare me off so easily. I say, that's too bad. If you don't feel like talking, then you leave me no choice. I even gave you a chance to come out of this alive. Real shame you're just gonna waste it. What are you... What the... Is this the voice of the curse echo? Among the 7 mysteries, the resentful memory of the foot-washing mansion is particularly strong. You can block it out by plugging your ears. As soon as you hear the voice of my curse echo, it's the end for you. Damn it. Ew. No Stumpy? No, no Stumpy. No Stumpy, but we. It's mere conjecture on my part, but you have a way to evade curses that no one else is capable of, do you not? Fear not, you may make as many attempts as you please from the conversation with Yutaro. Sure. Yeah. But bear in mind has no way of visualizing it himself, so you must react from, yeah, I get. Yeah, we do. Hold on, I'll show you what he means. You know, I kept wondering, this game doesn't have voice acting. Why is there a voice volume meter? Yeah! Why does everything have chromatic aberration? Because that's the thing they have going on. This one. You could turn it off. On that note, anyway, does anyone want to have it turned off? Because if it hurts anyone's eyes, just let me know. Because at this point, I don't really care anymore. Like, it's okay for me, but. Did you look behind me? No, I did not look behind me. Should I? Should I? What the fuck? Huh? How did you... Oh, don't mind me. Yutaro said he wants to talk. You better answer quickly before... Well, you know what? 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 Huh? What do you want? Cut straight to the chase. We join forces, blah, blah, blah. We're working together. Kind of so blah, blah, blah. Fine. Okay, you know what? We'll just say the same thing. Tell me, how many soul drags do you have? That's the same text, 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 the same text. Okay, try. Try to kill me, but you should... No, I think I did it right at least. What are you... particularly strong. You can block it out by plugging your ears. Damn it. A voice. I don't hear any voice. What? There's no way. And yet, there he is, perfectly unharmed. Oh, what's going on here? I don't completely understand it myself, but his curse conditions don't seem to have been met. Here's my chance. Yutaro, your curse won't work on me. I'll let you off easy today, so get the hell out of here. You son of a... Fine, I'll just spill my way then. Mark my words, I'll make you regret this. You don't get it? It's because we turned off the voices. It's a thing that only we can do because we can, like, that's definitely some kind of meta thingy, but we can turn stuff off. Hi! What about the woman behind us, though? Is she gonna fucking kill us? Oh, hey, she turned around. Basically, yeah. We turned off the sound. What about the woman? Oh. 20% soul drinks. No, we're definitely over 100, no? The power of video game settings. We do. Why? Hello? Thank God, now I've gotten the last of the soul drugs you need. Yeah, now you're going to fucking die. Is it just coincidence? He wasn't able to activate his curse for some reason. Things are going well. Luck must be on my side. Oh, I should check my curse stone. I should have gained a lot just now. What the? Oh! Ah! Story chart unlocked. Hi. Pardon the interruption, but I'd like to take this chance to tell you about the story chart. This is a screen which will appear when you open the story chart. From here, not only can you see the overall structure of the current story, you can also progress along different branching routes by playing past stories over again. We could call this exactly the power that Shogoki had sought after. Normally, you would have been able to use the story chart feature freely, however, due to certain circumstances, it has been locked until now. From here on, you return to the story chart from time to time at breaks in the story. At those times, you will choose for yourself which story you wish to continue next. Well, I assume we can't do all of them immediately. What? How to play? Why am I getting the how to play thing again? Ah, use the story chart button on the menu to quit playing a chapter and return to the story chart. If you quit midway through a chapter that you haven't finished, you have to restart again from the beginning! Completed chapters can be resumed from various points in a chapter. The game will not return to previous game state when resumed. If you return to the story chart by using the suspend command that appears at certain points, it is the same as quitting and returning to the story chart. The two phases that must be completed to fully complete a chapter. If a chapter is finished while there are still tasks to be done, the chapter will not end but will remain incomplete. Alright. So no, thank you. Storyteller's voice to be like Igor's in Persona. Ah. Yokoso. By the way, should you use the story chart to replay? Oh, sorry. Should you use the story chart to replay a past event? Do you know what you must do and where? Of course you do. After all, you've gotten this far. What trigger did Yoko Fukunaga set off that led to her dying the way she did? You've come this far several times, so I have every confidence you will be alright. As long as you make sure not to do that thing. However, like with the lightened voice earlier, Shogooki has no way of knowing that himself. On that note, I'm curious. Have you determined how many people Shogooki has killed with his curse? Well, we've killed Yoko, we killed the salaryman, we've killed the guy just now, we killed the woman who ran away from us, we haven't killed the detective. Am I missing anyone? We did not in fact kill the guy who used the darkness and stuff on us. Am I missing anyone? I think I'm missing someone. The high schooler, right, that's 5 people. That's the highest it can go. 5 people then, I think. You know what, actually? Fuck you, that's what the option is there for, but 5 people. Assuming that it was us who killed Yoko, but all of the people we killed have the same thing going on with their face, so I'm gonna go with yes, we have killed Yoko. I see. So that is your understanding of things. As it turns out, the correct answer is alive! Ha! Don't try me. Aha, that is correct. I'm pleased to see you have such a solid grasp of events. I think you will be just fine. Please continue the story at your leisure from the story chart screen. Alright. Oh, there's not that many places I could go. I can go here. So, do I resume it then? Resume. As already related to the mystery, something's happening to Yoko. Ah. Okay, let's see. Whoa! What the hell? Feels like the air just changed. Okay, hi. Yoko, are you okay? What's wrong? Stay with me. No, she's in no condition to talk. Keep yelling her name. Oh, what? Is calling her name really going to help? I'm already yelling as hard as I can. Shouldn't I look for what's causing this? There's nothing there. Yoko, hang in there, Yoko. Look at me. You're going to be okay. It's alright. There's nothing there. Sorry, I hate it when they actually yell because I'm not gonna start yelling myself. Oh, hey, look at that. It's a different scene suddenly. What the fuck? Hey. I guess she likes I'm moving on the ground. Will this please get through to her? Alright, let's try it. Hey. Maybe it's just something that happens all the time. She just dies. Yell too. Yell harder. She's not dead. Huh? Oh, good. You're awake. Okay, you're finally awake. You crossed the border, same as us. What? Are you okay? You were so rattled and confused, I thought you really lost it. Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors off balance? Wait, what do you say? I think I've heard that before. You're the one who said it earlier. Oh, right, that might have been it. My humors were off balance. What, back there? You ended up like that because of your humors? Yeah, I've heard that at this age, your humors being even a little bit off can be fatal. What are either of you saying? I'm glad you're back to normal now. Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cause you so much trouble. But I really don't remember what happened. Sounds like what happened to me. Maybe this place is dangerous somehow. Thank you for the item time. Yell at the dying person instead of killing them. 4 humors or something from medieval medicine. Oh, really? Okay. I have no idea. Are you backing out? Yeah, it just doesn't feel safe to me and I'm worried about you. Let's call off today's investigation. Come on, I just started feeling back to normal too. Nope, not happening. Go home. I'll even pay your cab fare, okay? I ended up having to force a still protesting Yoko into a taxi. Even then, she still wouldn't stop complaining. So to placate her, I promised I'd search the park on my own for a little while longer. Oh. There's gotta be a certain balance of full body fluids or humors that affect your personality and health. Okay. I've never heard that before in my life. Oh, worried about Yoko after a bizarre incident, Shogo decides to call off the investigation into the mysteries for the night. Despite her stubborn objections, he manages to persuade her by offering to continue the search on his own. Don't do that. It's 5 in the morning. Don't do that. Oh, further news. Before dawn today, a police officer on patrol discovered a man collapsed in at Sumida City Park. The man was taken to the hospital, but his death was confirmed shortly after. Investigations are still underway, but police suspect a connection to the other unexplained deaths found in the area at around the same time. Oh, I see. I guess if we don't get the curse's power, someone else gets it, and someone else just fucking killed us. So Yoko's still alive, but instead we died. Interesting. The music is absolutely amazing so far. Black, yellow, black, playing and the white colors occurs into. Oh, okay.
Achieve and unlock the rite of resurrection.
Well done in your efforts thus far. This brings Shogooki's story to a close. Ah, but this is not the end. Far from it. In fact, this is where the story finally begins. The roots of the three protagonists have now been unlocked. Haruhi Shigima, a woman who lost her son when he was kidnapped and murdered. Tetsuo Tsutsumi, the chief inspector of the 1st Investigative Division who is looking into the death of an officer in the line of duty. Yako Sakasaki, a high school girl who wants to bring her friend back from the dead, a girl who died in a suspicious suicide. Each of them is burdened with circumstances that leave them no choice but to seek the rite of resurrection. Following these three storylines will reveal the full nature of all that is occurring. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale. Hey, I see. That's gonna be corruption of one of multiple humors. Ah! They're like, haha, look at that. This is your protagonist. He fucking dies. These are actually your protagonists. You motherfucker. Alright. We're just gonna get started with the funny lady who definitely killed us before. Shogo's route is done. At least for now. I mean, technically, storyteller said your story's over, but you never know. But for now, definitely. What's this one then? When the son of Haruhi Shigima was kidnapped, a botched investigation by the police resulted in a child's murder. 1 year later, Haruhi has hired a private investigator to help resolve the unsettled case. Late at night, while speaking to a detective at her home, something strange suddenly appears. We got 100% and then what? We checked our stone and then we fucking died? And then we did a funny and went back in time, we the player, with the power of the flowchart, and made it so the girl we were with earlier, who we killed on accident, using our curse power, did not die. And then things happened and we died to the curse power instead of getting it ourselves, apparently. Alright, let's see. May those who mock fires the perish in flame. Kill them. Kill them! Flame bearers, kill them all! You have acquired the power of the curse stone, the haunting clappers. You can use it to kill those with fire or fire starting device on their person. See? Press the use curse button to set your target alight. I was right. Thank you for the follow. I was right earlier. On how she managed to do it. This evening bell rings in Enix. Wait, hold on. Aha! Kills by burning one who is in possession of fire or fire starting device. Red, red, red. Everything is dyed crimson. My home is burning to the ground. It's hot. So, so hot. I must call for help, but I cannot speak. My throat must be burned up from the smoke. No, I think I'm already on fire. That's right, I'll just use the clappers. Clack, clack. Is anybody there? Clack, clack. Why is no one coming? I'm going to burn to death. How did they come to this? Alright. Her. It must be the work of that vixen who appeared suddenly and enchanted my lord. That witch. Those hauntingly cold eyes had my lord dancing in the palm of her hand. Perhaps I was also taken in by her. How many innocent people did I lure in and their orders? This must be Carmen. The sound of a heavy bell. It feels like my... That's the third fucking typo, Square Enix. It feels like my head will split open. Alright. Evening bell. That must be why nobody can hear the sound of my clappers. I've got to do it louder. Clack, clack. Murder's impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. No, actually, the deaf, that... You guys are both wrong. On the route where he got over 100%, we killed the lady because we didn't have the lighter on us anymore because we threw it away. And on the one where we went back to Yoko in the park, we did not have the lighter on us yet because we only picked that up after leaving the park. So it shouldn't have been her to kill us in that one. Murder's impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Okay. And you know when I talked to Leggy Curse Boy killed Shoko? Yeah, the woman that I didn't even notice. Can you hear it, Curse Bearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. It was very weird that we ignored her. I'm already glad that we got the tip, right? Of the whole, hey, if you turned around, there was someone else there. I would have not noticed. I would have just been weirded out why there was suddenly someone in the background and then we died.
Shigema mentioned reception room. Hello.
Back with me, ma'am. Can't say I understand what just happened, but it certainly seems to have put you in a good mood. This might be the first time I've ever seen you really smile. Sweet dreams.
Housewife.
Alright, let me see. Housewife. How does a housewife who resides in a manor near Shumuko Bridge? Her 11-year-old son, Shuichi, was kidnapped and murdered about a year ago. The death was the result of a mistake on the part of the detective assigned to the case, a mistake which enraged the kidnapper and had him cut off all contact with the police, leaving no room for negotiation. The incident was covered up and Shuichi's killer remains at large, leading the aggrieved Haruya to call on the services of private investigator Richter Kai to uncover the truth. Why did I say Richter like that? The Shigema family came from a line of samurai who built their residence in Honjo during the Edo period. They assumed important positions in the police force following the Meiji Revolution, thereby protecting their family's elevated status. Even today, many in the Shigema line work as police bureaucrats and senior police officers. Haru's father sits in the upper echelons of the National Police Agency, and her husband, adopted into the Shigema clan through an arranged marriage, is also a highly respected agency official. However, as her family prioritizes work above all else, it wasn't long before Haru's marriage grew cold. Though she wants for nothing, she is isolated from her neighbors and withdrawn from society. Seeing her son grow into a young man gave Haru a purpose in life, but it was cut short by the kidnapping incident. Following the incident, Haru spent many days in a deep depression, breaking into sudden fits of shouting and wandering around in the middle of the night. Her cheerful, loving disposition faded away, and she took to making snide remarks at her husband, which only further soured their relationship. A few months ago, Haru's husband was transferred to another area for work and now rarely returns home, with Haru left to live in a large empty mansion alone. As a housekeeper who has been with the family for a long time comes in to take care of all the housework, Haru has nothing but time on her hands. Serial murderer slain by housewife in alternate timeline. You gotta watch out for those housewives. They know their knives. No, not dreams. Sounds like something I might want to hear about. Do you now? Hanging scroll, flower arrangement, stereo. Ooh, what's this? I'll be damned, is that what I think it is? Goodness, you made me jump. Just a silly little sticker my song got from somewhere or other. Put it up just before. You know what happened. I still can't bring myself to take it down. Let me take a closer look. I knew it! It's the head hencher from way back in set 1. This is a real collector's item. Excuse me? Don't tell me you never heard of the Mockingbirds. The what? They're the hottest new craze. Cute little birds dressed up like rough and tumble delinquents. Never heard of them, but this certainly seems to matter to you. The best part is, nobody knows who made them. They just started showing up around town, and soon enough they won everybody's hearts. Story goes that they're made by some anonymous artist who covertly leaves them behind in specific locations. No one knows when or where they'll show up next. They're basically an urban legend of sorts. You think one would turn up here of all places? This is a good sign, I'm sure of it. Oh, well, that's nice. Yay! I got an achievement! Mocking chick. Oh man, 20! These popular bird mascot stickers seem to pop up everywhere. Nobody knows who the legendary artist is behind these quirky birds, but they quickly became popular for the surreal yet oddly cute designs. Be in the right place at the right time in Honjo, and you might just be able to find all 20 of them scattered around. Legend has a collecting them all will bring good luck. Ooh, they do give some tips on where to find them, though. Okay. That's nice, dear. Yeah. Alright. Okay. Hi, can I get an actual file on you now? A private investigator I hired. A friend told me about him. They said he's not very well known, but he's good at what he does. When I first visited his office in Ota City and saw how he dressed, I could hardly believe he was a detective. But after talking to him for a while, I changed my mind. He says some strange things at times, but he seems like the reliable sort. Oh, really? No, Curse Echo. The eccentric man that Shogoki ran into Hoonji Bridge. Richter is actually a private investigator with an office in Ota City, Tokyo. After taking on a request from Hanoi Shigima to investigate the unsolved kidnapping and murder of her son, he gets caught up in events surrounding the Rite of Resurrection. Once a police officer, Richter was racked with guilt over the police's inability to help all those in need and quit the force to start his own private investigation firm. However, his soft-hearted nature leads him to take on too many cases and has put his office in dire financial straits. How he's still in business is a mystery, with some whispering that a wealthy patron is keeping him afloat. Richter studied alongside Detective Jun Irio at the police academy. Somewhat surprisingly, given his outlandish clothing and mannerisms, Richter excels at covert investigations and tailing his targets. He proudly refers to himself as an investigator extraordinaire, though that only ever succeeds at impressing himself. Richter's biggest source of happiness is nuzzling his pet female albino parakeet, Ernestine, which he keeps in his office. He also enjoys collecting mockingbird stickers, a popular line of merchandise featuring birds inexplicably dressed like delinquents, and can be frequently sighted searching around town for them. While out and about, Richter typically leaves the office, and more importantly, Ernestine, in the care of Amamori, a junior high schooler who volunteered to assist Richter after being involved in a previous case. Alright. Good for you. What else? Richter Kai's private investigation firm in Kamata, Ota City. Originally, Kai thought to give it a simple name like Kai's Detective Agency, but upon hearing that people are more likely to pick names listed at the front of the phone book alphabetically, he decided to pick a name starting with an A. Thus, the Azure Heron Agency was established. However, it is questionable whether the heron, a bird of somewhat ominous significance, is an effective symbol for attracting customers. Even his own assistant has referred to the name as confusing at best. After all, rather than an Azure Heron, Richter keeps a white parrot as a pet and dresses not in blue but mostly in white. If there was a symbolic connection to be made here, it has surely been lost on all but Richter himself. A private investigator, also known as a private eye, is a detective who operates their own agency. Although there are no formal qualifications necessary to become a private investigator, many are retired police agents or detectives due to the similarities between the work involved. At a glance, private investigation firms and inquiry officers might look similar, but they carry out different types of investigations. Inquiry officers specialize in conducting credit checks on businesses, while private investigators are generally involved in tailing persons of interest and gaining information surreptitiously. Let me bring you up to speed. We were in the middle of a chat when you suddenly started spacing out, and the whole time you were grinning to yourself like you just won the lottery. Care to tell me what that was all about? Well, where'd you start? Interesting, very interesting. So, the Haunting Clapper's curse echo appeared out of nowhere, told you how to perform the Rite of Resurrection, and gave you the curse you need to do it. Have I got that right? That's right. So it's all real. Honestly, I still find it hard to believe. But I guess I have to now. I saw that curse stone appear in your hand myself. It looked like it popped clean out of thin air. With evidence that clear, there's no denying that there's some supernatural force at work. Oh, at least he's open to new ideas. I don't think you quite understand. Oh? This isn't about evidence, and it isn't about belief. It's more than that. I know it's real. The moment the curse appeared, I knew everything before it even said a word. It was already there in my head as clear as day. You just knew, huh? It was etched into my soul along with the curse echo's resentful memories. So I can feel it, what it was like. Dying like they did hundreds of years ago, writhing in flame, writhing in pain as my flesh blackens and my blood boils. I feel it. All the agony, all the rage. It fills me with bloodlust. Like breathe, but we with the W. Breathe. Okay. I think I need to kill someone. Anyone will do, just as long as they're carrying fire. I see. That could be a problem. You think so? From what I know of you, I was sure you'd see it as an opportunity. The stronger the desire to resurrect someone, the stronger the urge to kill. That's how it seems to me, anyway. Good grief, talk about a span in the works. I say we take stock for a moment, remind ourselves where we come from and where we're going. That might be a good idea. Okay. About investigation. That's what you hired me for, ma'am, to look into your son's kidnapping last year. To uncover the truth behind the abduction and murder of Shuichi Shima. Oh, yes, I remember. They never did find the one who did it. That's what I'm here about today. In fact, kind of you to let me drop by so late, by the way. I've been turning over every last stone and I've come up with a grand total of... 1 lead! So you said. A lot of people resort to this way would think about maybe murder 300 people to save you, honey, but don't think about it too hard. I wonder if it's really that easy. There's gotta be some kind of... I don't... fuck, I forgot the word. Catch. Some kind of catch to the whole, resurrecting someone business. As far as the police are concerned, it's a cold case, but I've managed to make some headway. I remember, you were just about to tell me. A kidnapping and murder case that took place in Honjo, Sumida around 1 year ago. Haruo Shigima's son, Shuichi, age 11, was kidnapped on his way home from school with a ransom being demanded that same evening. Initially, the kidnapping was thought of as a simple extortion scheme, but when it came to light that the Shigima family was closely tied to the police, and Shuichi was in fact the grandson of a senior official, it was quickly assumed that the perpetrator was acting upon a grudge against the police force. The kidnapping was treated as a direct attack against the good name of the police, and a large-scale investigation was launched that used the best equipment available to trace phone calls. This made it all the more embarrassing when they were unable to catch the culprit, losing the public's confidence. The culprit grew cocky, relentlessly mocking the police force. After 3 days of failure after failure, Haruo had reached a breaking point. Spurred by concern for her son, she resolved to hand over the ransom money as fast as possible, but her husband and father, who held the prestige of the police in high regard, refused, saying that they would not let the criminal win by giving in to their demands. The increasingly frantic detective assigned to the case lost his temper when the criminal called to give an ultimatum, causing the culprit to never make contact again. Another week passed and Shuichi's body was found floating in the Sumida River. Shuichi's death could be largely ascribed to the police's incompetence, but this was ultimately covered up with stringent media embargoes. The investigation was never closed, but the case is long gone cold. Shuichi Shigima, the only son of Haruo Shigima, he was kidnapped and murdered 1 year ago. His body was discovered floating in the Sumida River. Shuichi was a conscientious, brave young boy who was determined to protect his mother Haruo amid his father's frequent absences. He dreamt of becoming a police officer and displayed diligence and an impressive sense of responsibility from a young age, likely due to being raised in an extremely strict environment. Born in the early 70s, he spent his days immersed in various activities and studies, including playing piano, learning the abacus, taking English lessons, and training in kendo. Shuichi's tendency to put other people's needs over his own meant he died without ever telling his classmates how much he longed for them all to go out on a hunt for mockingbird stickers. Aww, baby! Like pretentious, but conscious. Pretentious. Conscientious. Is that not what I said? You know, we still need to figure out exactly what you want me to do. Tell you what, why don't I tell you what I found and then we can make a decision. Alright. You do that then. Start talking. Oh, okay. Guess I should choose the other ones. I suppose there's not much point going over the kidnapping itself. No, I'm very familiar. Gonna leave that for the files to cover and just confirm a few things about the case. The police traced the culprit's calls back to, let's see here, northern Oyuko River here in Sumida City. That's quite a wide area. That's right. In the end, I never managed to nail down exactly where the calls were coming from, but it was almost certainly the same location that Shuichi was being held captive, since Shuichi's voice could be heard during the killer's calls. Northern Oyuki River is quite a distance from Shuichi's normal school commute. Factoring in that he was seen at school but went missing before he arrived at his house, it's likely that he was abducted by car on his route home. Maybe, but... Exactly, Shuichi was a clever boy. He never would have gotten into a car with a stranger. That's right. I was very firm about that, and now he understood too. I even saw him warning the other children. It's possible that they forced him into the car. The only issue there is, there weren't any witnesses to the kidnapping. You can't bundle someone into a car with that many students around and not be noticed. But nobody came forward to say they saw anything suspicious. So, did they target him at some other time or somewhere away from his usual route? Both of those seem a little far-fetched. Which raises the question, how did the kidnapper pull it off? The police never managed to find an answer. In the end, they decided that the kidnapper might have just have gotten lucky. Well, why not turn the problem on its head? What do you mean? The kidnapper managed to convince Shuichi to get into the car, but how? The only thing that makes sense to me is if there were somebody that he would have a reason to trust. A teacher, perhaps, or a relative, or somebody else that he knew. But all of the adults Shuichi knew had alibis. The police checked them all thoroughly. They did, huh? No one throws numbers at a problem like the cops. But what if it wasn't someone he knew, or rather... What if the culprit disguised themselves as a police officer? That would explain why he didn't find them suspicious. The Shigima family has close ties with the police after all. He would have had a reason to trust them. You might be right. But surely they couldn't have... Well, there's a problem with the theory. You'd be surprised by how much police officers stand out. That's sort of the point after all. They're meant to be a visible deterrent against crime. Maybe they got him with the whole, hey, did you see the funny mockingbird sticker over there? And then grabbed him? In an alleyway or something? I don't know. But there's another interesting little bit of trivia I happen to know. When you ask people to imagine someone suspicious, nobody pictures women or children. Oh, you think they got another child to get... Even kids who've been warned about stranger danger often subconsciously expect that danger to look like an adult man. Besides, Shuichi was the sort of boy who wanted to be a police officer when he grew up. He must have had a very strong sense of right and wrong. That's right. Wait, surely you can't mean... Now you're getting it. If say, a young woman approached Shuichi asking for help, what would he have done? If someone like that said they were lost and asked him for directions, would he have gotten into a car? He might have. Reminds me, actually, there was a novel I read, Chinese one, where the entire third novel was about a very old case of kidnapping. And what they had was that it was a little deeper than just, the children being kidnapped, but the one who pulled the strings had a small child help out, because that child was the daughter of the woman he initially kidnapped children with. So she grew up in a kind of environment where she thought that was the norm, right? So the small child, they would set out to have the small child go up to the children they planned on kidnapping and like approach them and like,
Hey, you want to be friends? Ba ba ba. And like,
oh, I remember I read that last year, and the entire thing was even worse than just the whole kidnapping bit, because they only kidnapped small girls. But god damn, yeah, they could use another child. Child wouldn't be suspicious of a different child at that age. Probably not. My husband always told him that a man had a duty to watch out for women and children. You could certainly argue that kind of attitude is outdated nowadays, but if Shuichi believed it, then we might have something here. Then you think the culprit was a young woman? But it was a man's voice on the phone. She might have been an accomplice, or maybe she didn't even realize she was being used. If anything, that would explain why she hasn't come forward. She herself might not realize she had anything to do with the case. Oh. Anything else? So the question is, did anybody see Shuichi speaking with a young woman on the day of his disappearance? See what I said about people's biases? That goes for witnesses too. And I figured that maybe if I started asking new questions, I might get some new answers.
Welcome back.
So I spent my day asking around Shuichi's school route, seeing if anyone had seen something. And one man thought he had. Do you mean he saw it happen? Well, I can't say that for sure yet. It turned out he wanted something from me, so he asked if we could talk in private. Several hours earlier. Alright, this should do. There's no one around, we can speak in confidence. Excuse me, what was your name again? Junuichi. Got it. Well, Junuichi, I'm all ears. Just so we're on the same page. You're private detective investigating Shuichi Shigima's kidnapping. Do I have that right? Why is this guy straight out to the 70s? Because this is the 70s! This is the 70s. That's why he looks like he belongs to the 70s. Of course, what else do I look like? A cowboy? How should I know what a private detective looks like? Ah, oh, forget it. He didn't need proof. But listen, I am here to give proof. I am here to give proof. Look, I'll tell you straight. My life is in danger. I need your help. You excuse me if that caught me a little off guard. Let me ask you straight. Who is trying to kill you? A student called Michiyo Shiraishi. Interesting. Schoolgirl, eh? Sounds like you've been naughty. It's nothing like that. The girl, she's a murderer. I'm the only one who knows, but I saw what she did. Michiyo Shiraishi, I saw her kidnap Shuichi Shima. Come again? I saw her talk to him on the street and lead him away. I didn't think much of it at the time, but then he went missing. She murdered him, I'm sure of it, or at least she's got something to do with it. That's what you're here for, isn't it? Then you can't let her get to me. If that's true, you've been sitting on some valuable information. Why didn't you tell anybody? Well, you see, if you can explain that, I don't have any reason to believe you. I couldn't. She told me she'd kill me if I spoke a word. You're telling me a schoolgirl had you scared for your life? So you've been sitting on that all this time and you think she's coming for you now that you've spilled the beans? Yes, that's it, exactly. I'm begging you, don't let her get me. The rest I'm telling you, she's a demon. Well, you seem to believe what you're saying, but it just doesn't add up. How could a schoolgirl have a fully grown man so terrified? You know what she can do, she curse me. Curse you? I'm sorry, but you're losing me here. It's true, her house, it's... forget it, why do I even bother? You seem dubious enough to believe me, but I should have known you'd never understand. Enough, I'll find someone else to help me. Hey.
That's weird.
And that's about the long and short of it. I can hardly believe it. At the time I thought his mention of curses was just crazy talk, but I'm starting to see that there might have been more to it. Then, if we can just find that girl. Curse or no curse, if she was with Shuichi on the day of the kidnapping, then there's a good chance she knows something. On top of that, I did some digging on the man I spoke to. His full name's Kohei Junoichi. He's a teacher at Komagata High School here in Sumida. A teacher? Then the schoolgirl is one of his students? I think that's very likely. That's weird. Last we got a lead, hopefully it'll be the breakthrough we're looking for. Okay? The Rite of Resurrection then. The Rite of Resurrection, huh? I read about that in an occult magazine the other day. Apparently some old book showed up recently with all the gory details. And they say that the rite can be found somewhere in Honjo. I remember the first time you told me about that. It felt like my prayers had been heard. Like I had hope, real hope for the first time. Ever since that awful day, I've wondered, what if I hadn't sent him to school? What if I had just paid the ransom? Not a day goes by when I don't think that if I'd done something differently, Shuji would still be alive. You can't blame yourself, ma'am. It was the culprit's fault, not yours. Though I know that won't help any. Grief is funny like that. I'm guessing that's why you're after the rite. Guess I didn't need to ask. It's written all over your face. I can tell how much he meant to you. But, and this is a big but, if this rite is the real deal, using it will mean killing someone and stealing their soul. Is that a problem? If it comes to that, I'm afraid I'll have to stop you. Oh, that's a shame. Shame, huh? That's all? I thought if I'm going to be competing with other curse bearers, then your detective skills might come in useful. You realize you're talking about ending someone's life, right? Don't you see an issue with that? I think any parent in my position would happily kill for a chance like this. Okay, I specifically didn't say anything about the big butt, but I guess all of you are. That's so, is it? Dear, oh dear, what have I got myself into? Yeah. If it makes you uncomfortable, then you won't have to get any blood on your hands yourself. I don't need you to kill the other curse bearers, I only need you to find them. I won't be party to murder, ma'am, not even for a client. That's a shame. I see, I didn't realize you were so stubborn. Let me say though, it's not like I don't get what you're going through. As long as you're not killing anyone with your own hands, maybe I can help you out. Oh, I see, so what was that her thing? But why did she count down when she killed Shogo? That's the part I don't understand yet. Like, the person just has to have something on them that can burn. But why did she count down then? Your most played video game system contains an icon called a Lambite of a spike. Yeah. What do you have in mind? Well, how about seeing someone else's curse stone after they filled it with soul dregs? If that was all you were after, then I could lend you my services guilt-free. If the other curse bearers want to kill each other, that's their business. I'm not trying to be a hero here. I guess there's no guarantee a stolen curse stone will work, but we can worry about that later. Well then, I suppose we have a deal. Although, what if I stole a curse stone using my curse? Would you disapprove? That would void our contract, ma'am. Just warning you now. My. Yeah, I know. It's a funny name for... Okay, about my curse. Before we go any further, why don't you tell me about that curse of yours? The Haunted Clappers, was it? That's one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, if I remember correctly. That's right. The original story did happen somewhere near here, I think. I'm sure I remember hearing that. In that case, my money would be on all the curse bearers being somewhere in Honjo. Our first move should be to narrow them down. Some of them are bound to try and come for you first. We'll need to be ready. Curses make their bearers more willing to kill, so an attack could come from anywhere. Anywhere. That sounds sensible. That does sound indeed. That it does indeed sound. What else? And if I remember correctly, your haunting clappers can set people on fire, but only if they have a naked flame or light on their person. Is that right? That's right. In olden times, wooden clappers were used to warn people of fire. I'm guessing it punishes those who don't heed the warning. It seems like a good curse to have. It's simple and straightforward enough to use. Although it's hard to say how it stacks up without knowing what else is on the table. You really think it's that good? The target can't do much to throw it off, and it has a nice long activation window. It's big that it works in lighters too. Just slip one into your target's pocket. And say that condition were already fulfilled before they even knew you're there, they wouldn't even know what hit them. Maybe I won't have to actually use it. I could just tell someone I could, and they'd have to do what I said. Threats could work, although without any proof it'll come down to how convincing you can be. If only you could use the curse and back out at the last second. The last second? What an interesting idea. I have a lighter right here. We could try it now. I don't think he wants to try dying, possibly. Thank you for your time with the pet, though. But maybe not. I'm not quite crazy enough to make myself a guinea pig. Oh, I see. You're not one, ma'am, if you don't mind me saying, and I don't think it's just a curse. You flatterer. I don't think that was supposed to be flattering. As for what we do next, first of all, I think you should stay indoors. Try not to do anything spontaneous or outside of your normal routine. Right then, have you decided what you want me working on? Help me with the right? Bringing my son back is more important. I want you to help me with the rite of resurrection. Roger that, the right it is. Odds are good that the other curse bearers are also working by night. Anyone they kill under the cover of darkness won't be discovered until sunrise. I bet they'll be trying to do as much as they can before morning comes. So it's settled then. I'll look into the other curse bearers by night. And once the city wakes up and I can start asking questions, I'll investigate the kidnapping as well. I'll even try and find Miss Shiraishi as part of the bargain. Thank you. That's more than enough. Hey. Okay. Have I talked about... Okay, what do I do then? Think. My heart's still racing. This is it. My chance at long last. Stereo unit with separated speakers designed for home use. My husband insisted on buying one even though he isn't one to listen to music often. An arrangement of flowers. We bring in someone to do it. I don't even know what the flowers are called. An old hanging scroll. Don't know who painted it. It's been hanging here since before I was born. A fax machine! Can send images to other places along the telephone network. I don't really know how it works. Most houses don't have one. I rarely find a use for it. Most houses don't have a fax machine. Ooh, color television. Father brought one as soon as it hit the market. He likes to have the latest gadgets. Unlike the latest models, there's no remote control. We've had it for a long time. Heck, when it was new, we all gathered around and marveled at it as a family. But with father and my husband being away so often, it quickly fell into disuse. Oh, okay. No. How do I get you to... No, I already thought. How do I make it so time passes? Fax machine's still a thing anyway, except Germany. I know for sure we have one at work. We even get customers' orders through the fax machine sometimes. How do I move on? Oh, phone. Mention as a private line. Okay, cool. I think I've looked at everything. Oh, the clock. Swinging off the pendulum echoes through the room. It feels livelier than usual with Richter here. Usually it's just me. Thinking's done for the day. Yeah, like, I've checked everything. Do I just get to... Oh, guest table. Guest table. I don't know where father got this old thing from, but I've never liked it. Alright. I think I've really checked everything now, though. Any incomplete chapters must be restarted from the beginning. I think I've done everything though, no? Can I interact with the door? That's a good idea. Nope. Nope. No interacting with any doors. And I've checked every single thing that I can check. Yep. How do I get out of here? I could try and move back to the chart, but like I don't want to have to do it again if that's not the right move. But on the other hand, I've already interacted with everything I even thought. I'm just gonna try and see if it's right or wrong. Hello. It's too late, yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, so that's what happens if you...
Hey?
Yeah, I know. What is it that we have to do then? I've talked to him? I've already done everything I can do to talk to him as well. Well, I mean, now I haven't. Now I have to redo it all, but... Is there a skip button in this game? Guess not. Sure, you are free to mention as many things as you want, because now I'm gonna have to click through all of this again. But this one counts already. What is it that I did wrong? Oh, I own World of Horror already. It was on sale on Humble. Pretty recently. So I own it. Yeah. I got it on Humble, which is why it never showed up in the whole, oh, he now has a new game on Steam. Because I got it by just activating the code. But thank you for letting me know. I haven't actually gotten around to like playing it for myself one day because you need to really focus on a game. To make sure you get through the rooms and stuff. I noticed that when I watched you play it the one time. So. Some Dark Pictures anthology stuff? Probably never, because those... I've seen Skip play one of those before, I think, and that was a little too hectic for my taste. Yeah, because I haven't actually started the game ever, so it doesn't show up in also having played the game thing. I don't even have it installed, I just literally unlocked it. Wasn't the most recent release of the Dark Pictures anthology stuff the thing that came out last year with some people in a war area where they go to look at a funky cave while at war, and there's different with the vampires. The vampires? Oh, I'm not sure if there were vampires there. I just remember I saw a great many vampires in. Ah, okay. I just saw the beginning of the game, and then I never like try again. Okay, we have looked at fucking everything once again. How do I continue in this? Rotary phone, table. Although I can't interact with the clock. Television. Oh, vampires in Iraq. I see. Yeah, I guess that was the last one. Do I check the fucking sticker again? Yeah, I know. I already got that before. Okay, we're back where we were earlier, and I still don't know how to get out of this house. Oh, I can zoom. Ooh. 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 Not helpful. What do I do? Genuinely. I have to finish off this part somehow, no? Now then. What the fuck? Alright, I guess you just need to talk to him like 3 more times? Hi, Raiders, welcome in!
Hello! I'm Noah, I like the color pink, visual novels and JRPGs.
And we're currently playing Paranormasight. And we're bad because we're not getting anywhere, but I just managed to actually finally get somewhere. How are you? How was stream? What were you playing? What is that? Summer... What is that? Summer Catchers. Ooh. Sounds fun.
I hope you had fun. Welcome in.
A Pikachu for the Raiders, of course.
Pikachu.
Ooh, that was loud, sorry.
Pika Pika. Pikachu.
Is it good so far? Yes, very. Very. Thank you for the follow. It's very interesting so far. I like it.
Thank you for the follow. Come in.
Pikachu learned to talk. Yeah, this specific Pikachu knows how to talk. Also, thank you for the pasta tag and diary time. This Pikachu is just like Meowth and has learned to talk the human language. I should get to work. There's only so much time before sunrise. I call you if I find out anything new. You stay here and keep a lookout. Alright. There's no telling what kind of curses you might find out in the streets tonight. Don't go outside if you can help it, and try to be ready for anything. I will. Well, if that's all, I should be going.
Okay, bye.
Why did that not work the first time around? What the hell? Alright, sure. Despite having obtained the curse of the haunting Clappus, Haruhi Shigima is determined to use the rite of resurrection by stealing the remaining curse stones. She instructs her private investigator, Richter, to find the other curse bearers. I wonder if we're going to run into Shogo then. When we play as her. I wonder if that's actually going to happen. It's It's been almost an hour since Richter left. He promised to call me if anything happened. But he hasn't. So nothing has happened. So all I can do is wait and wait. Oh! Newspaper. That's new. What's this, a newspaper? Must have fallen off the chair.
Read it, read it.
It's a newspaper. I only leave them in here for the guests. I hardly ever read them myself. Oh, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. Very specific ways. I don't think I've taken the time to go over one in years, in fact. Well, it's not like I have anything better to do. Woo! Okay, let's fucking go. We're gonna start from the bottom, actually. I don't really watch much television. It feels as if all the information in the world gets passed through that little black box. My father stopped them from reporting on the kidnapping back when it happened. I was glad about that. Less fuss. Keep reading. What's this one? Everyone attends high school now, even girls. Universal education policy, they called it. The country's gotten rich enough that every child can go to school. Education is the backbone of modern society. If you want to work for a good company, you have to get into a good university. There's more people in the running than ever. The competition to get into those universities has gotten fierce, though. The new generation is rebelling. School-yet violence and delinquency are on the rise. But my boy was too sensible to get mixed up in any of that. I don't want to read anymore. It'll only remind me of him. Oh. Doorfang with Lunar Silence or just music game music too. Honestly, I like it when games play with that, though. Now the comedy boom is over, all the comedians are flocking to other genres. The occult seems really popular at the moment. Look at all these paranormal specials. Okay, culture article. Now that everyone has more spending money to go around, people are coming up with all kinds of new diversions. It seems like only yesterday that people were flocking to the arcades to shoot aliens. But now we have these enormous theme parks and gaming machines that plug straight into our televisions. Everyone's talking about superhero series, foreign films and movies based on the latest bestseller. Back in my day, fusion rock and folk music was all the rage, but now it's all about city pop and idols. I find it hard to care about that sort of thing anymore. It's the 70s, lady! God damn. I hear the new big thing is some mascot line of delinquent birds, mockingbirds I think it's called. Was that what Richter was talking about? Trends seem to have such short shelf lives now with how quickly the times are changing. I think I'm just too old to keep up anymore. It's young people who are leading the way with their modern worldviews. My generation will only fall further behind. Right? All sorts of articles about the current state of the economy. Now that the post-war boom has passed its peak, we're moving into the era of large corporations. It's about 220 to 230 yen to the dollar. Manufacturing is on a rise and exports are healthy. The dollar's down from its height and people are saying it could fall further. There's no denying how much the standard of living has improved in the past few years. It's common to own a car and television now, and supermarkets are better stocked than ever. Oh, really? Although with everyone flocking to the city, land prices are skyrocketing. Nowadays, most people can only dream of home ownership. The city center's going to be nothing but apartments before long. I'm not exactly a businesswoman, so this all feels like another world to me. Lady, you live in a mansion. I think you're good. Looks like the city's biggest problem right now is pollution. I remember how the air and water used to be even more polluted. The river was covered in scum from all the sewage and industrial waste, and it stank so badly it would make my eyes water. Eventually, people started getting sick and it couldn't be ignored anymore. Fortunately, it's gotten better since then. Although the air around the industrial district is still filthy with gas and smog. There's one thing Honjo never wants for its horrific crimes. They found a police officer dead in a local park just the other day. A lot of my family are in the police. I hope it wasn't anybody I knew. I don't read the news anymore. Not since last year. It brings back bad memories. Well, you're reading the news right now, lady, whether you want to or not, because I'm forcing you to do so. Suicide at local high school. Oh, I remember that. A high school girl jumped off a roof about a week ago. She was bullied, I think. Or maybe it was something about exam pressure. What? But no, this can't be right. Her name. Michiyo Shiraishi from Komakata High School. Can't be. I'm waiting for Richter to contact me, but he hasn't. I've made sure the receiver's on the hook. It will ring as soon as he calls. Ah! That must be him. Hello? Hello, Shigima residence? 2 a.m. We're gonna finish up her part as far as it will allow us to do, I think. And then I'm gonna end for tonight. I'm already going overtime anyway. La la la. Richter called me out to meet him and we came here to Komagata Bridge. Richter, there's something I need to tell you. Funny, I was just thinking the same thing. Oh? We're on Komagata Bridge over the Sumida River. There's a highway on one side and a freeway on the other, but they're both deserted this late at night. You want more? I mean, me too, but it is going to be 11 p.m. by the time I finish, probably, and I can't go for that much longer. One of the bridges spanning the Sumida River, completed in 1927, is part of the reconstruction effort following the Great Kanto earthquake. It is notable both for its distinctive blue arches and the cutting-edge, for the time, techniques used in its construction. There are many bridges stretching across the Sumida River, each boasting a unique structural form and design. When do you celebrate Easter? This or last week? Last week was Easter. Last week was Easter. That's also why I had Monday off. Which is why I keep thinking today's a Tuesday, when in fact it's a Wednesday. Mystery visual novel always reminds you got to do those famous Famicom Detective Club events. Oh, don't remind me. I keep waiting for those to go on sale. Because I am not paying full price for them, but I do want to have them at some point. Oh, yeah, right. Okay. Can I... Ah, the river itself. And check the river itself. The Sumida River. The water's filthy and horrid, but at night when it's still, it looks almost peaceful. Can I ask you something, ma'am? Is the Sumida River what you Honjo folks picture when you think of home? I couldn't say. All I can tell you is that I can hardly stand the sight of it. Right, should have guessed. This is where they found him after you went missing. All alone, floating in that horrible water. All I can think is how scared he must have been, how cold he must have been. What did he ever do to deserve something so awful? I've come here every day since then. And I prayed to the river to give him back. To give me back my son. Day after day after day. You know, in olden times, people believed rivers marked where our world met the next. So the act of crossing flowing water had a huge amount of spiritual significance. Back when Edo was founded, the people of Churu saw the Sumida River the same way. They associated the far side of the river with the afterlife. The same place would later become Honjo. All the fear and revulsion accumulated there and took root. But then the Ryokoku Bridge sprang up after the Great Fire of Meideki, and just like that, Honjo was part of the city too. And as it turned from farmland into a town, the people surrounded it with man-made rivers and crisscrossed it with canals and waterways. Weren't those to prevent flooding? That's what I was told. They were, but that's not all they were for. The other purpose was to contain all the corruption that had built up on the far shore and stop it leaking through to our side of the Great Divide. Officially, they were a physical barrier, but unofficially, they were a spiritual one too. So if I have this right, are you saying that Honjo is a place where the real world meets the afterlife? Exactly. That's why the rite of resurrection is here rather than anywhere else, I'm sure of it. And it's probably why the 7 mysteries and the curses have survived to the modern day. And I guess that would make the spot we're standing now right over the water, the border between life and death. If there ever was a place where bringing back the dead might be possible, I reckon it's here. It's funny that you mentioned praying to the river. That might have done more than you think. Is that supposed to make me feel better? Just thinking aloud, ma'am. Well, it's a nice thought. Oh, I still have one chocolate bunny left, actually, that I haven't eaten yet, so... A Class A river that is part of the Arakawa River system, which runs through much of eastern Tokyo and empties into Tokyo Bay. During the Edo period, Sumida's river banks played a key role in the transportation of lumber used for construction. In addition to its logistical importance, it was also a place for the common folk to gather and enjoy activities such as seasonal flower viewing or river bathing, and there exist many woodblock prints depicting such activities. The area became plagued with sewage issues when the surrounding environments were industrialized in a post-war period, but the situation has improved since. Many unique bridges span the Sumida River, including the Ryugoku and Asumabashi bridges, which attract a large number of visitors as sightseeing spots. Massive fireworks displays in the summer are also always sure to draw a crowd. The river has served as a cornerstone for both the city and its people, having both aided in its development and serving as an inspiring backdrop for countless works of art and literature. Alright. Ooh. Anything else? Oh, that's right. There's one more memory I have with this river. Do you mind if I tell you? Go ahead. It must have been about 20 years now when I was still a schoolgirl. Back then, the Sumida River was much filthier than it is now. It was full of garbage and industrial discharge. It was scummy and slimy and it stank. You could look out over the water and see dead cats and dogs and pigeons just floating. And one day, among all the filth and garbage, there was a piece of my missing classmate's hand. What? It was almost a miracle when you stopped to think about it. What were the chances that someone would find a part of her that was still recognizable? And that although everything but the palm had rotted away in the water, the part that was left would have an identifiable scar, and that they could tell it had been a murder from the blade marks on the bone. Wait, are you talking about the Nijima murders? So you've heard of it. I'm impressed. I assume you were but in elementary school at the time. I wasn't really aware of it then. I only heard about it after the fact. I had no idea the victim was a classmate of yours. Eh? The Nijima murders, a notorious case from over 2 decades ago involving the murder of a female high school student, first came to the attention of the authorities when part of a human left hand was discovered floating in the Sumida River. Testing revealed it to belong to a missing female high school student. As it appeared to have been severed deliberately, the police launched a murder investigation. A large-scale search of the river was organized, but the highly polluted state of the water made this impossible. Visibility was poor, the stench was intense, and the divers quickly fell ill. They succeeded in recovering only the victim's head and what appeared to be part of a leg before the search was called off. At the time of the incident, the Sumida River was as polluted as it had ever been. Neither fish nor shellfish could survive in it, eventually causing the annual fireworks festival to be called off indefinitely. Over the course of the search, the police discovered a number of unidentified human bones. This caused a stir among the public, as several other young women had gone missing in recent years in the Tokyo area, and it was feared that they may have fallen victim to the same fate. Forensic technologies at the time, however, were not advanced enough to determine the identities of the deceased, and so the police were unable to open any inquiries. Due to the overwhelming lack of circumstantial evidence, the investigation ground to a halt until a hitherto unrelated individual came to its attention. During a questioning about a separate incident, Fumichika Nijima, 36-year-old shop owner with no relation to the victim, divulged details about her that had never been released to the general public. An investigation into his background was conducted, leading to his arrest. Nijima testified that he had snatched his victim from the street and confined her in the underground storeroom of his shop, which also served as his living quarters. He chose her for no special reason, but simply decided she was an opportune target on seeing her walking alone at night. After keeping her locked up for several days, he restrained her, sewed her mouth shut, and severed her fingers and toes with a box cutter while she was still conscious. As she screamed silently behind her sealed lips, he proceeded to her wrists, her ankles, her elbows, her knees, working his way inward slowly and methodically. His victim constantly wavered in and out of consciousness. Her ordeal continued until she died of blood loss. Nijima dismembered the rest of her body and disposed of it behind his home in the Sumida River before cleaning his storeroom and returning to his everyday routine as if nothing had happened. The brutality of his actions shocked the nation when they were eventually reported. Once apprehended, Nijima readily divulged the details of the murder but was less willing to explain his motive. When asked, he would only break down in tears saying, "I don't know what came over me, I know it was wrong." In the end, the police could extract nothing more from him than expressions of remorse. Although the efficiency of his methods strongly suggested that he had committed similar crimes in the past, no corroborating evidence ever came to light. Nijima was sentenced to life in prison at his first hearing. The sentence was imposed with no appeal from the defendant. Fumichika Nijima, man who made headlines over 2 decades ago as the perpetrator of the brutal killings known as the Nijima murders. Why do we get him as a person of interest? I don't want. Oh no, I don't like that. To be honest, it was all a bit of a blur. A wave of chaos just parting around me. Something like that. They said the rest of her body must have sunk to the bottom of the river. They combed the riverbed, but they only ever found pieces. Everything else must have rotted and flowed out to sea. Yeah, I was about to say, the fish, right? The blue fish? I see it though, I can see it, yeah. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Wait, 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 wait. Oh god fucking damn it, why is this a web page now? I just wanted the picture. I swear to god, just give me the picture. Don't make it a web page. I just want everyone else to see the funny. God fucking damn it. Yeah, that doesn't work. I need everyone else to see the funny fish as well. Why is it that every single thing you try to save off of Google Images gets turned into a fucking web... Sorry, losing my mind there for a little bit. Anyway, where was he? Yeah. Yeah. I can see it. That's Umio from the Hyperdimension Neptunia games. A fish. Yeah. Afterwards, I heard that all the divers who had been looking for her fell ill. A sorry story for everyone involved, huh? It's funny, everyone figures the river's filthy already, so one more piece of garbage won't hurt. But every little bit makes it worse. It's a vicious cycle. I know I wouldn't want to go rooting around down there myself. That's right, which is why the riverbed is the last place anybody would go looking. Or so was the killer's thinking, I suppose. Times were changing quickly back then. Things were confusing. Everyone seemed to be in a hurry. Young people were moving to Tokyo in droves. Some even ran away from home to make it in a big city. And they made easy targets for bad people. A lot of them ended up disappearing without a trace. You see, back then, if you chopped the body up into tiny pieces and threw it in the river, it would rot, quickly and discreetly, and sink to the bottom, never to be seen again. Are you saying what I think you're saying? They arrested him shortly after, Fumichika Nijima, the man who killed my classmate and cut it into pieces. He was so methodical about it, it couldn't have been his first crime, and people began to wonder how many other girls he'd murdered the same way. The police never found any evidence of other murders in the end. The river knows the truth. How many corpses has it swallowed up over the years, I wonder? The same thoughts spread through everyone's mind and they started to avoid this area. So really, this river has been rank with corruption for decades now. Or at least that's how it seems to me. Well, was that interesting? Well, I can see why you don't have any good memories of this river. With all the darkness lurking beneath the surface, there's no reason that you would. Still, if I may, ma'am, I'm surprised you know so much about the Nijima murders. But how could I not? After all, I was the one who found the hand. The police actually wrote me a thank you letter. They said it was only thanks to me that they managed to bring Nijima to justice. It was the only time my father ever said he was proud of me. Huh. Guess it just wasn't the killer's day. Sometimes I wonder if he resents me for it. Yeah. God. I don't know. What else can I look at here? Oh. Nice. You go first? Please, go ahead. Alright then. I've been poking around places connected to the 7 mysteries looking for curse bearers, and I think I found a few candidates. Oh! First, a tall man I ran into in Kinshibori Park. I asked him for directions, trying to probe him a little, but he turned the questions right back around on me. And he was out of there the second he figured I wasn't what he was looking for. Got a sense curses were nothing new to him. I'm about 40% sure he's a curse bearer. Then there's this middle-aged guy I saw on South Varigesui Street. There's no question about this one. He had one of the curse stones in his hand. Isn't that just a Junichi guy that literally asked you to keep him safe from that schoolgirl? He had a nervous air about him too. It was clear he was up to some shady business. Gathering soul drags, I'd bet, he'd make a good target. Next up was a pair, a young man and woman I saw around the Ogoku Bridge. This time the man came up to me and asked me flat out if I was a curse bearer. I told him I didn't know what he was talking about, and he backpedaled and left. Looks like they look around there often. Looking for kindred spirits would be my guess. Though it didn't seem like they were quite working as a pair. Gathering soul drags in a group might be a decent idea if you could make it work, but with things being how they are, it's got to be hard to find folks one can trust. They've got brass though. I don't know what the deal is, but I'd like to find out. The last 2 detectives I've seen sniffing around. Police animal? Not necessarily. A body turned up in a local park a few days ago, so they might just be looking into that. Still, the park's got ties to one of the 7 mysteries. Might be it was a curse that did the guy in. And if they're sending in detectives from the head office, then something's got to be up. How do you know where they're from? Let's just say that when you're in this business, there are some faces you get to know. Anyway, that's everyone who's caught my eye. Found all of them in so little time. I really did hire the best. It's all in the name, ma'am. Richter Kai, private eye. Ha ha ha, you're so funny. No, wait, make that Richter Kai, investigator extraordinaire. Mine, an investigator extraordinaire. Is that why you can dress like that without drawing attention to yourself? You bet. An investigator extraordinaire can blend in like a chameleon in any outfit. Well, that aside, the middle-aged man and the young couple sound the most promising, am I right? Whichever we pick, it's still too early to make a move. Seems like the curse bearers are less involved with each other than we thought. Plus, there's still others we don't know about. I say we hang fire and see how things play out. Once more bodies start showing up, that'll get the pot nice and hot. And once it's boiling, our chance will come. I thought you didn't want me to kill people, though. You don't want me to kill people, but still you're gonna be like, ho ho, let's hang around, let's try our best. Interesting. Okay, can I talk now? There's something I need to tell you. What's up? Well, the girl, Michiyo Shiraishi? The one who was with Shuichi on the day of the kidnapping? That's her. Well, she's dead. She's what? The student who committed suicide last week. That was her. I heard something like that had happened. Never got the name though. Talk about bad luck. We finally got a lead only to find it's turned into a literal dead end. Unless her death was the whole reason Junichi was so shaken up. He said she was going to curse him. Was he talking about her taking revenge from beyond the grave? Seems like we're back where we started. Not necessarily. The teacher knows something, I'm sure of it. At the very least, I put money on him having something to do with Miss Shiraishi's death. That's why he's so scared of being cursed by her. I see. And also, something tells me he knows more about your son's kidnapping. It's a banger game! Woo! Yeah, baby! Oh, you finished it already? Nice. We got started. It's gonna take me a while longer, probably, but it's looking promising so far. In any case, I think I've got a good idea of what he's hiding. Call it a hunch. A hunch? Well, more of a theory. A game theory. Care to take a guess? Sure? I can say for certain, but... Mr. Junichi? Silence Michiyo Shiraishi? Ooh, blackmail. What if Mr. Junichi silenced Michiyo Shiraishi with blackmail? What do you think? Exactly my thinking. Junichi knew about Miss Hidaishi's connection to the kidnapping, and he used that to blackmail her into doing his bidding. He made her feel so trapped, she took her own life to escape. That's my read on it. How despicable. Well, it's just a theory. Right now, I think we need to have another chat with Mr. Junichi. I keep thinking of Yu-Gi-Oh! Because of that guy's name. Jesus Christ. Alright. Anything else? Something wrong? Not really. It just struck me. It's been 20 years since the Nijima murders. So it has. Not to spook you or anything, but I thought you might be interested in knowing. Life in prison doesn't always mean life. There's precedent for first-time offenders being allowed out on parole after 20 years. Only if they're found to show remorse and a desire to reform themselves, of course. That's right. I'm impressed you know so much. Still, it's hard for someone with a criminal record to reintegrate into society. I have they've been trying to fix that recently, matching inmates with jobs and accommodation. Oh, really? They keep an eye on them, of course, to make them report in for regular checkups. But to avoid discrimination, they keep the inmates' records a secret from everyone but their employers. They even give particularly notorious criminals new identities so they won't be recognized in a workplace. Right. The way you put it, it's like you're saying Fumichika and Nijima could be out on parole right now. Back in society under a new name with nobody any the wiser. It's possible. As it happens, a little birdie told me about a big name making parole a few months back. I don't know if that was Nejima, but our discussion just now did bring it to mind. I see. How unsettling. Now that you mention it, I just remembered something too. What was it? I was passing Komagata High School a little while ago when I saw someone. A janitor, I think, and I could have sworn he reminded me of Fumichika Nejima. Oh. He looked a little different after 20 years. Much thinner than I remember too. I told myself I was just seeing things. But perhaps it was him after all. But they wouldn't put a guy who got a life sentence for murder of a high school girl as a janitor at a high school, right? Right? So, what next? The big question now is that what the rest of the curse bearers are up to. Luckily, the Sumida River is a good distance from any of the 7 mysteries. It's unlikely the other curse bearers will come all the way here. I can finally have a moment to think. I see. Alright. Suspend. Fish janitor real. You cannot currently progress any further. Once your situation has changed, select resume to try again. Pressing suspend will return you to the story chart. Okay. Don't worry, he's remorseful.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Alright. Cool. Guess next time we'll get started with this guy then. I see. I like it. And let me save here though. Just... Yep. Cool. It's definitely promising to be a very interesting game. I like it. They're already introducing like stuff that happened several years before the game actually takes place though. So interested in seeing how that's gonna work out because goddamn, they're gonna get a fucking murderer from 20 years back involved in this. Alright. That's gonna be it for tonight. Seeing as it's already almost 11. Woo! We'll continue this game on Sunday. Which is a long time. I wish I could keep going right now, but I'm pressed for time, I'm sorry. So this is where we're gonna stop for tonight. Let me switch from the funky spooky music do some funky ending music that you can barely hear because it's really fucking wow. Okay, hold on. There we go. Why are these mystery games so interesting? I mean, that's kind of the point, no? Would you play a mystery game where it's not interesting? Like, where's the mystery? Oh, but I'm glad I'm playing this. It's a mood whiplash compared to how we just finished Please Be Happy on Sunday, but I like it.
I know, I get you.
It's like, it's one of those games, if I were playing this for myself, I think I would just keep it going. I would have probably not played it during the week because I would just keep going until I finish reading it. Because if this game is like around 12 hours, I could finish that in one go for myself. But I'm not. You're all gonna have to suffer through the cliffhangers.
Haha.
Yeah, that's gonna be it for tonight. I'm gonna send you guys over to Sagi, who's playing Potion Permit, which is a lot more comfy than what we were doing.
So have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much for coming by. We'll continue Atelier Sophie on Friday. And until then, have a good night. And bye-bye. Bye-bye.